Hello wonderful people on the internet, welcome back to another episode of Simuleos. Today is an absolutely wonderful day. We are doing stuff. I'm not really sure exactly what that stuff is, but we will be doing stuff. So I'm hoping that you will stick along for, I don't know what I'm trying to say here, but I'm hoping you're gonna enjoy the time. I really need to work on my intro a bit here. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. All I'm trying to say is like, hey, thanks for coming in. C252, Nick Tyndall, how are you guys? I hope you guys are wonderful. And anyone else who may be just hanging out and maybe not in chat, I hope you guys are doing well too. This is the last day of the holidays for me. So unfortunately, I'm not sure how long I can go. In principle, I can go until, I technically have today off, so I can technically go as long as I want. But I don't think I can handle a long stream today. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just woke up this morning with a huge freaking headache. So I took a shower and I was like, all right, well, I'll take a shower. And I will hopefully wake up and, the headache's mostly subsided now. It's just like, I don't feel that great today. So I'm really hoping that we can do a bit longer than 7 o'clock today, but honestly, I'm feeling kind of out of it. So I don't know how long it's going to be. Hey, Trash Talk, thanks for coming in. So I just wanted to say that out front. Another thing I wanted to say, oh yeah, Trash Talk, how's your laptop? Another thing I wanted to say before getting started here is that after today, we will be basically going back to our 2-hour-a-day schedule every day, including weekends, just 2 hours a day. And I know that's not great compared to what we have been doing, or where we've been doing longer streams. But on the other hand, the viewership on the longer streams isn't necessarily any better. It's just, it is what it is. How's the weather? The weather is dark. I can't see anything. It's 5:30 in the morning. It's literally pitch black out there. Let me see. Yeah, I can't see anything. There's nothing. It's just dark. But it's fine. It'll lighten up during the stream, as it always does. But yeah, so that's kind of the idea. For the next few weeks, actually for the next few months or whatever, we're going to go back to the 2-hour-a-day schedule. And I might try to do longer streams on weekends, but it's going to be really hard. The 2-hour-a-day schedule is honestly the most I can do for just regular days, maybe on some days off I can do longer streams or something like that, but it's going to be hard to do. The other thing I wanted to point out is the stream that we were doing yesterday was particularly hard to have a discussion on stream. You know what I mean? So what I mean to say is that how do I put this? There are certain discussions that are easier to have on GitHub, and there are certain discussions that are easier to have here on stream. And that discussion that we were having yesterday was undoubtedly easier to have on GitHub than it was to have on than it would have been to have here on Twitch, because there's a Twitch delay and stuff like that, and JSPP was mentioning very specific things to change and all this kind of stuff, you know what I mean? And because of that, if you're going to have specific suggestions for the code that I'm putting up, or the files or something that we're updating or something like that, it makes sense to be on a platform that allows for those suggestions, right? So that was kind of one of those things that I've been thinking about. So I'm trying to figure out stuff that does work on stream and stuff that doesn't work on stream, and I had a post on Discord about this too. Hey Gathros, thanks for coming in, and Trash Talk Rupan, thanks for coming in too. I think I just missed you guys when you came in. I'm not sure. Have you got an RSS feed reader? No, I don't think I do. No? I'm pretty sure I don't. I don't know, if I'm being honest. Maybe I set one up a while ago, but it's been a long time, so I don't look at it regularly. I do have a friend, though, that does, like, basically everything via RSS. Like, he does all his YouTube subscriptions via RSS, like, everything via RSS. Even email, I think he does via RSS. Everything is just RSS. So it's just one of those... people still use it. I'm trying to set up Newsboat with Notify Send to work, but it won't. Yeah, man, I have no idea how to get that to work. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some stuff that we did yesterday. So yesterday we added in, let me just go ahead and go to github.com, and let's make this terminal so it goes on all desktops. And now let's go to github.com. And let's see what we have here. So here's github.com. Let me go to Algorithm Archive here. And then let's go to, one second, I need the home screen up for something. Then we're going to do pull requests over here. So we added some templates to be modified for review. So these are going to be PR templates. They're relatively straightforward, nothing really crazy about them. The one thing that I do need to add to all of these is actually to make sure that people add labels to their stuff. I forgot to put a label even here. So thanks Gathros for putting that in. But I should probably tell people to put labels on their stuff. I just didn't do that in the PR templates. So I can add that in now. Yeah, I'll do that now while we're thinking about it. So CD into projects, algorithm archive. Let's do git branch just to make sure we're on the right branch. Nice, now we're going to do CD projects, algorithm archive, and then I'm just going to add in what we need to add into all of these different files. Hey JSPP, thanks for coming in. Who did I miss? I think I got everybody. Yeah, I'm sorry I can't help with the RSS feeder, Gathros. I don't know anything about this area. So let's go into cd.github, and let's just go into the template. So we're going to go into issue template. Now let me see what we actually have for these labels here. So general chapter edit, chapter discussion, let's see, duplicate, Hacktoberfest, implementation edit, implementation, yep, this is fair enough. On hold, problem, question, small changes, yep, this is good. Okay, so let's go into LS here, nice. I'll check out the PR later. Better than stream discussion. Yeah, I agree. So again, I just mentioned this, and I think you came in just afterwards. But these types of discussions where we have like very specific lines and formatting that we want to talk about, I don't think happen very well on stream because there's a bit of a stream delay, and you're saying change line 15 to do this, and so like it's hard to have that discussion on stream, you know? And so it's easier to have that discussion on GitHub. And there's no reason to have that discussion on stream when we could get it done on GitHub instead. Let's see, so yesterday we were working on the issue templates and PR templates, which is one of the final steps that we need for the chapter submissions and stuff to be read in. The last thing we need to do is actually finish up the chapter submission wiki, and then we go from there. What was done yesterday at Simuleos, question mark? Oh, I think maybe it needs to be at Simuleos, what are you doing with your life? Oh, hello there, that's not what I wanted. Question bot? No, it didn't work. I'm sorry. I tried to tag myself and see if it would work, but it didn't do anything. That's okay. Okay, so let me go ahead and add that in. I don't think other people can add labels. Oh, can they not? Are we the only ones that can add labels? Could someone... Oh, okay, well then let's not add that in then. Add labels to this pull request. Okay, fine, fair enough. Can normal people add labels? GitHub. How to put a label on an issue in GitHub. It's only available for contributors. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Yep, that's fair. Maybe we'll suggest labels in the title, proposed label. Yeah, okay. Fine. Fair enough. Easy enough. No problem. Define normal. Non-programmers. Anyone who knows what they're doing with their life, which is no one on this stream. I don't know. So yeah, like I said, I don't know if today's stream is going to be long or not. Unfortunately, I've still got a pretty big headache. You know, I did take a shower and I did start stream a little bit late trying to get it to subside, but it's still there and I'm still having trouble just like functioning. You know what I'm saying? The chance of adding wrong label is super high. Yeah, that's fair. I also don't think everyone should do. Yeah, but it's super easy to remove a label, right? We just press the... Oh, did I maybe not. How... Oh, you just click here. Yeah, it's easy to remove. This is not worth doing anyway. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so now let's talk about what we're actually going to do today, which is mainly working on algorithm archive stuff, FFTs, looking into the chapter, seeing what needs to be done, and going from there. Unfortunately, guys, we didn't get nearly as far as I wanted to get, but that's how it is, you know? Like, I only had 3 days off. I don't know what I was expecting to get done in 3 days. So on the one hand, we did get the chapter submission stuff mostly ready, so I think we'll go ahead and do a Contributors Corner video this weekend, or I'll try to get one out this weekend, related to all of the stuff that we've been doing, for, you know, Algorithm Archive, I guess you could say, how do I put this? Algorithm Archive, just stuff. What else do I say here? Like Algorithm Archive, like bookkeeping? I'm not sure. But anyway, we have a lot of, I guess it's literally bookkeeping. But yeah, so we have a lot of stuff there that we need to update on. I mean, all the way since back in Hacktoberfest. And there's a few big announcements that we need to do here. One is that we're technically opening for chapter submissions. So if you have some chapters that you want to submit, yada, yada, you can add those in. And then the other thing we need to talk about is how we're trying to come up with an Algorithm Archive logo. So if you have an idea for a logo, let us know. And then we'll kind of get this redone by a professional artist. So there isn't going to be so much that's going to be... like it's not so much of a competition, you know what I mean? It's more like we have an idea, and this is the idea that we all kind of agree with, this is kind of what we want, and then we have some sort of artist come in and do that. However, I'm gonna be honest, I really, really wish we were able to do this logo somehow in GathVL or something like that. because that'd be super cool if we were able to just like do some sort of parametric equation that would allow us to generate this logo. I'm just a big fan of having like the code to generate the logo being like under the MIT license or something like that. I don't know. It's just it's an idea that I really want to do, but I don't know if that's possible. It depends on the logo that we agree on. And of course, there's only so much that we can do via parametric equations and stuff. Are my logo submission ready? Yeah, I know. You've had it ready for a while. I mean, there's a lot of people that have had it ready for a while. Let's see, what else should we mention here? So, I guess the last thing we should mention before getting started with the FFT chapter, as far as bookkeeping stuff is concerned, since we are almost done with the chapter submissions, stuff like that, I do not, and I know this is going to be a bit different than what I've said before, but I do not want to do any more pull request reviews on stream. I will be doing them obviously off stream, but not on stream. And I've got a very specific reason for doing that. It's just that there's two reasons, really. One reason is I don't particularly like doing them on stream because it's something that I really need to concentrate a lot on, and it takes a lot of time, Like, to do every chapter review, every time I do a chapter review, it takes like 2 hours, And so that's one entire stream where we're just doing a PR review, I mean, that's fine, but it's not, in my opinion, very engaging content to put on stream. And the second reason, too, is in doing PR reviews on stream, I may accidentally say something that I don't mean to say, just because when I'm on stream, I tend to be overly opinionated, even when I'm not actually that opinionated about the topic. Like, for example, MATLAB. Yeah, I do freaking hate MATLAB with a burning fiery passion, but I also overly hate it here on stream because it's a bit of a meme, And to be fair, I do actually get really angry at MATLAB, so maybe that's a bad choice. But for example, if people start talking about drinking choices, I'll be like, yeah, I don't like soda because like carbonation scratches your throat. Why on earth would you drink something if it hurts you when you're drinking it? You know what I mean? So it's one of those things like I will say an opinion that isn't necessarily, I don't necessarily stand by it as an opinion I have, but I don't really care about it, And I'll just say these things as if they're overly dramatic and stuff like that. Yeah, Leos rants. I'm sorry, Rambleos, whatever you want to call it. It happens sometimes just because, like, I don't know, I talk too much on stream. And so because of that, I might accidentally say something about someone's code that I don't actually mean. I'll be like, yeah, I don't really like that, or I don't really like that, or this isn't that great, or something like that. And, it's fine. It actually is fine because, usually sometimes I'll say this while I'm thinking out whether something is better or not. You know what I mean? Like, I'll think of something, like I'll be saying, I don't like this, and then I'll think about it, then I'll be like, you know what, that's probably not so bad, because it's just my first guttural reaction to the thing. I'm like, hey, I don't like this. And then I'm like, okay, fine, you're right, I like this. You guys see that in stream all the time, where someone sends me something, and my first immediate response is always, I don't want that. And then afterwards, I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, fine, I agree with you. Like, because at first, I'm like, oh, but look at all the negatives. But then eventually, I'm like, yeah, okay, here's some positives. And that's how it kind of goes, Like, for me, there's always, at first, every time someone sends me something new, I usually am just like, I don't like that. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, okay, I agree, it's fine. And that's how it goes. So I just want to make sure that, I don't end up accidentally stepping on people's toes, and I want to make sure that the stream content is I don't know, just cool. I don't know. Granted, I guess this stream has never really been that cool. It's always just been stuff that we do. What's the difference between 1 and 3 again? 1 and 3. What is the difference here? 1 and 3. 4 books. It looks like... Yeah, actually, what is the difference between 1 and 3? Okay, 1 second. 0, 1. I know the difference between 2. There are 3 books in 2. 3 has thicker lines. Ah, okay. Oh, yeah. If I look at a distance, actually, it's clearer. The 3 is thicker lines. And then the difference between 0 and 1? Wait. Is it line thickness? I like 0 the most. Yeah, 0 is nice. I'm trying to think. So, it's fine. It's fine. We'll talk about it in a bit. It's a bit busy. Yeah, you could say that too. I mean, it depends on how you want to do it. So I guess the idea here is kind of that we have the 3 A's of the algorithm archive, I think. So it's supposed to be AA for algorithm archive, and then it's just kind of a bunch of books. Or I guess you could say AAA, so algorithm archive, arcane algorithm archive here, and then the book shelf. I don't know. Like, it's just kind of like you have the A's and stuff like that. The lines I think there are 3 A's. And 1A is books. Yeah, something like that. I mean, the thing is, we basically, when we were coming up, when JSPP was coming up with this design, and I was also coming up with designs on my own, I kind of, was taking 3 A's, like Arcane Algorithm Archive, and I was trying to like make them into something. I didn't know what, I was just trying to make them into something. And so we kind of took that and ran with it, I think. And that's a good idea. I think it's kind of nice. Plus, this is actually a super easy logo to draw in GathCL. Like, we could do this relatively straightforwardly. And if we could do that, that'd be great, because then we could just have like some sort of animated drawing at the end of our videos or something like that. You know, it'd be kind of cool. Speaking of which, we still have to do the animation for our spherical cow. We are working on that. It's just taking so long. I never made it, but I thought a Coke Snowflake with A's would be kind of neat. Yeah, okay, so I know I mispronounce it all the time, but this guy, Flake, let's go. Yeah, so the A's are relatively straightforward to create, you know, with this snowflake. And again, I'm just gonna say the K snowflake from now on. The snowflake, snowflake with the silent K. That's what I'm gonna say. That's how it came to be. Yeah, let's take a look. Let's see. Oh yeah, these are all the different Algorithm Archive logos. Can I just look at this and press left and right? I'm not sure. Hello. Come on. Load, load. Well, that was just a white sheet of paper. All right, let's see the next one. Yeah. I think maybe I should do this here, actually. No, it's the thumb. Oh, there's the thumbnails. Nice. Yeah, I think it looks okay. I think it's okay. We'll work on it a bit. I think we were calling it Billy. Oh, we could call it Billy. I had forgotten what we were calling it. Anyway, so let's just go ahead and take a look at the, I guess the issue templates that we have right now are okay. So we'll just wait for review on that one. Again, today I'm hoping to get the chapter submission, how to contribute guide, kind of up and ready. It'll take some time to write, just because there's a lot of stuff that we need to talk about, you know, licensing, you know, format, what we expect from revision, or not from revision, but what we expect from review, all this kind of stuff. And, there's a lot of little things here and there that we really need to kind of talk about in the chapter submission, how to contribute guide. So I want to make sure that this is all, you know, understood, well written, before we merge in the PR templates and stuff like that. And then once that's merged in, I think we're actually done for the bookkeeping part of the Algorithm Archive. Like, I think, honestly, we've gotten pretty far. I'm pretty happy with the state things are in for that. And then we can just basically work exclusively on revisions and putting in new content. And again, with the revisions, we have to basically review, I don't know, like we have to review most of the stuff that we have here. LC Pablo, thanks so much for coming in, man. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. On my note, it says 23 minutes ago, but I think you followed like yesterday or something like that. Is it me or is this awesome? What part of it is awesome? That's the question. See, I don't know. Like, it's awesome because like we have an IRSSI terminal. Yeah, of course that's awesome. Anyway. So, yes, yesterday. Oh, cool, cool, cool. Well, thanks for coming in, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and CD back a couple of directories. CD ... There we go, Algorithm Archive. Let's just do a quick git branch. And let's see where we're at. We're going to do git checkout FFT updates. Okay, we've got a lot of updates to do. A lot of updates. Yeah, I think he's using OpenBox, not awesome. I misunderstood that question entirely. You said awesome WM, but I missed the WM at the end. No, I'm using OpenBox, not awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Awesome has a distinctive, I guess you could say, top bar, where it has like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the top. Here, I'll just show you guys a picture of Awesome. Awesome Windows Manager. Honestly, if I were to do a tiled window manager, I really probably would be doing Awesome. I don't mean that OpenBox isn't awesome. It looks similar when it comes to the top bar of the window. Yeah, so Awesome has a bunch of different ways that you can make the top bar, but you can always tell it's awesome based on this top bar right here. So it's a bit different than all the other top bars out there, and you can kind of tell it's awesome just based on that. DWM. DWM, yeah, I thought a lot about DWM too. Like, as far as Windows managers and stuff like that, I'm just so used to this particular desktop. Like, I've had this desktop for literally a decade and a half, and like, to change it up would just be weird. It's just, why would I change it up? I love this desktop. It's like, when I sat down and I thought about everything that I wanted in my computer. I was like, okay, well, I want a very simple theme with just like gray, black, and white. So I made a simple theme with gray, black, and white. I was like, I want these keybinds. So I got those keybinds. And then, like, you know, I basically modified it to be exactly what I wanted it to be. And now it's like perfect for me. I really like it. And granted, yeah, sometimes I wish there was a little bit more tiling in there. You know, I do like tiling things every now and again, but I really enjoy this desktop. I don't know why. This is what I stuck with, but this is what I decided. This is what I envisioned in my head, and it came up perfectly. I really like it. I mean, with the exception of the desktop background, the desktop background is just the Arch Linux. That's all it is. You know, I could probably make this a little bit nicer, but I really don't care that much, so I'm okay with leaving it as is. For a while, my desktop background was literally just black. It was just darkness. There was nothing. And I was okay with that. I don't really care. I'd put a Simucow there. I could do that. Yeah, that's fine. Once we redo the logo and everything, I think that'd be nice. In fact, we could probably have like the spinning logo in the background as the actual background of my desktop, which would be nice. I thought that was implied. Wait, probably no nudity. What are we talking about now? I missed something. I thought sockets looked nice too. Like one color. Probably no nudity and stuff like that. How did nudity come in here? Are there restrictions for a logo? I see. Yeah, please don't put nudity into the Algorithm Archive logo. I don't know how you would do that, because it's an Algorithm Archive logo. But don't get creative in that way. Oh man, this freaking headache is driving me nuts. Okay, let me get some more water. I'm so tired. You can submit nudity, but I don't think it wins. Oh my gosh. Look. I don't have a drinking problem, but there is so much water on the floor right now. And it's crazy. I don't know how that happened. Like, I'm on a standing desk, right? And so like now I can't step right there because like my foot's just gonna get all wet. So now I have to like, I guess if I lift one foot, okay, I'm gonna stream like this. Well, I'm restarting mine. You're restarting your what? Do you have to restart your stream? If you guys are noticing any type of latency or something like that, let me just go ahead and check out stream. I should have quality options. It should be okay. But if I'm dropping frames, which it doesn't look like I am, that's something I need to know about. Because again, I haven't dropped frames before, but for some reason yesterday, I was dropping frames. Okay, no, it seems fine. It seems like my stream is okay. That's a lot of water. LT. What's LT? LT. Less than. I don't know. All right, I'm just gonna try not to step. 7 seconds latency as usual. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, so let's see what we need to do. I'm gonna go over here and do a quick git book serve. And oh, not git book server, git book serve. Come on, dog. Why can't I type? Do I need to do a git book install? I feel like I do. Let me do a git book install. Actually, let me look at vi.book. What is it? Book.json, I believe. Yep, that's what it is. And let me see. Is this guy? This is with Prism, so we're okay. So git book. I'm gonna install just in case. For some reason, I feel like I need to do an install. I don't know why. I'm just gonna do one, and then we'll go from there. Audio and video are a bit out of sync for me, but I think that's just Twitch. Honestly, look, every single day, and it's one of my pet peeves on this stream. Every single day, I do an audio video sync. You know, before stream, I always make sure that the audio and video are synced. And then for some reason, when I click the string button, they're always out of sync, and there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I try it, and it just doesn't work. It's always out of sync, and there's literally nothing I can do about it. You know, I try, and it's just, man, nothing I can do. So let's do git book serve. Let's see what we got. I think I have 1 point something in the video stuff as well, but that's not accurate. Oh, does it tell you your latency? Huh, I didn't know that. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. Localhost, open link. And let's go from there. So we're going to take a look at the, we've got basically two sections that we're working on here. The Fourier transform section here. Let's see, does that, no, that, what? Well, that is incorrect right there, isn't it? Whatever that is wrong. The two GIFs loaded at different times. And because of that, they're out of sync. Yeah, no matter what, we need to make sure these are in sync. So I think, not NSYNC, that's a music group. In sync, is that, wait. What is the music group's name? NSYNC? NSYNC? Is an American boy band formed in Orlando, Florida in 1995 and launched in Germany by BGM Ariel Munich. NSYNC consists of Justin Timberlake. Oh, that's what Justin Timberlake's from. Nice. I never knew that. I don't know any of these other names. Who is Justin Timberlake? Let me look at this guy. Justin Timberlake. Isn't he like an actor or something? No, can't be an actor. He's too ugly. Oh, okay. Maybe he's fine. Okay. Singer-songwriter. No way. This guy can't be. NSYNC. NSYNC. Okay, fine. Fair enough. I'm sorry. I was joking. Alright, so we're gonna... Hey, Husky, what's up? Sorry that we're not doing HTML today. In Time is a great movie. What are we talking about here? I could just go for NSYNC right now. Man, that's quality Rambaleos right there. CD projects, CD contents. I'm going to go into Fourier transform, which I believe we have now, and let's go into vi Fourier transform.md. Let's go into Fourier transform.md. There we go, and timeout. Let me do a quick ls of resources, and we should have ftplot.gif, and I think I'm going to use that one. So we'll do ftplot.gif. Now, here's the thing. How is y'all? Oh, come on, Doc. Come on. How is y'all? What's going on there? It's how are you? How are y'all? Y'all is plural. Let's see, what do we have here? I almost choked on water with the too ugly. I'm sorry. Hey Tim, how are you, man? I would love to get rid of these annoying include code block warnings, but I just don't think we can. Yeah, I agree with you. Like at this point, again, until we put the algorithm archive into like a new build system, like until we get out of this Gitbook bubble, we're not really going to be able to solve some issues that we have. And there's a few issues that we have. Oh, I'm missing all my notifications in. I'm sorry, if we got a raid, one second, my notifications seem not to have updated. I do appreciate the raid. I really do. Let me check these recent events over here. I'm not getting any recent events though. So, okay. Thanks a lot for the raid. If you did raid, I apologize that I missed that. Oh, we didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. I was really confused for a minute there, but that's okay. I like being confused. It's kind of part of my life. But I'm glad I refreshed because I was definitely missing updates. So let me go ahead and change this to ft_plot.gif. And let's dd here. Width is going to change to, let's see what happens if we do 500. Making a new Gitbook would be a lot of work, but super awesome. I agree. So, okay, there's a lot of projects that I can only really do on this particular book, on the algorithm archive, if I'm working on it full time. And that's one of those projects that I could do if I was working on it full time, but otherwise I just can't. We don't have enough time. You know, C plus JavaScript plus HTML plus CSS. I mean, the thing is Neverick. Anyway, yeah. He was going through and he was actually writing a new algorithm archive in Python. We could do something like that. That would be nice. If we had a new build system in a language that people understood, that'd be great. I think Python would be a great language for that because we could just use web.py and stuff like that. How are y'all? Let's see. Making a new Gitbook. I'm planning to learn JavaScript. C, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. Maybe C# or Rust, but not C. What? Boo, I'll help with C. Python might be nice since everybody knows it. MATLAB, the reason I said Python is because with Python, you at least have like web.py and you have ways to interface with the web. But with MATLAB, you have nothing. You have nothing but a horrible language that you should feel bad for even knowing. I'm sorry. Like, see, this is what I'm talking about. I'm super opinionated on this stream. I need to be less opinionated. Okay, the rest of today's stream, I will have no opinions. I can't even read the chat because Flask is fantastic. That is in and of itself an opinion. Minecraft command implementation, Kappa. MATLAB is truly a magic word. Yes, a magic word that makes me absolutely angry. Okay, so here I had it implemented such that we had two individual images, one over the other. I think this is not how we want to do it because the frequency and time domain are not synced up and they have to be synced up. So because of that, I think we should do this instead, put them side by side, and I think that's a nice way to go. So we just agree on MATLAB and delay. I had a call to grab. Oh yeah, fair enough, man. No rush, no worries, none at all. It was just people mentioned a raid in the chat, and so I thought I had missed it, and I didn't, and that's good. It's good that I didn't miss it. Let me go ahead and increase the size of this too. So I said, let's make it 750, and let's give that a go. You could also do one over another and just one GIF side by side, makes them too small. Yeah, that's true. So I can try to figure out how to do that. I had a lot of trouble. You're right. Maybe we do want to put them one over each other. That seems fine. Hey, Rolly T Pro, how are you, man? Side by side makes them too small. Yeah, you're right. I think these are too small because this is a text width right here, right? And I can't even read time domain, and I can definitely read the rest of the text. So I think up and down is probably what we want. So we probably want time domain and then frequency domain underneath. Try mobile. Yeah, the mobile is gonna be. It's just not gonna be possible to read on mobile, I think. With this, I mean, unless you have a tablet or something like that, and you're reading the tablet like in this mode instead of in this mode. You know what I mean? Then it's fine. I don't actually know the difference between the two modes. Like, this is horizontal mode and this is vertical mode, or is this hamburger mode and this hot dog mode? I don't know. I don't know what they're called. I just know like we have this mode and this mode. What are you working on? We're working on the Arcane Algorithm Archive, as has just been linked by JSPP. A wonderful, wonderful book where all of your dreams can come true. That's not true. I mean, unless you dream of algorithms, in which case, like, I'm really questioning your sanity. Like, I don't even dream about algorithms. I mean, I did last night, but that's just like, that was just the Cooley Tukey stuff. Like, it was so weird. Like, you know, like, anyway, it doesn't matter. Point is, unless you dreams on algorithms, maybe this book can't actually do that. But my point is, this is, the idea is like all algorithms in existence in every language possible. We kind of just like have, you know, any languages. So like we go to Bubblesort, we click C++, and you can just click all the different languages. It's amazing. It's fantastic. It's the best thing in the world. Oh, I've got a headache. Ah, man. Loopy headache, Laos, is the worst, isn't it? Okay, can you give me an easy algorithm to start with that needs a C++ implementation? Tim. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna be totally and completely honest here. C++ in the algorithm archive right now is a huge mess. Like, it is just, whew, it is a huge mess. Like, here's the problem. Every time someone submits C++ code and we try to put it through review, 5 people come to review it, right? Because everyone knows C++, right? But everyone wants C++ to be written differently in the algorithm archive. And I'm terrified of touching C++. Because it's just every time someone comes in, it's like, let's write C++ like this. And we're like, nope, we don't like that. And then they're like, let's write C++ like this. And we're like, nope, not, that's not good either. And so it's just annoying. It is really annoying. I don't know who that is. So I'll take a look at who that is. I'm going to Google it. I don't know if that's a boy or a girl either. I'm hoping it's a boy. It's a boy. Is a Dutch actor, musician, and singer-songwriter who has acted in both Dutch and English. See, this guy's handsome, right? He looks like an actor. So I shouldn't do any C++. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't do any C++. It's just, oh man, we've been in trouble with our C++ before. Kona Kirby, hey. Let's see, what do we have here? Dreaming algorithms is just simulating algorithms on the greatest supercomputer in the universe. Whoa, I'm very glad you think that my brain is the greatest supercomputer in the universe. Can you just give me an easy algorithm to start with that needs a C++ implementation? So as far as the things that need a C++ implementation, let me think. We should have here GitHub, Algorithm Archive, and we should be able to go to Wiki, and I believe in the How to Contribute guide there should be somewhere. I'm looking for F Julian. Oh, is it not here? Okay, well, never mind. Let me just give you the link then. So I'm going to go to Algorithm Archive here, and I'm going to go to Forks. Where are we? Forks. No, Forks. And I'm going to look specifically for Julian's fork. Julian. There we are. Algorithm Archive here. And he actually has a projects here, a projects board with all the automated language implementations for all the languages here. And so if we go to C++. I think this is what I'm looking for. Yeah, so if we go to C++, you can see all the languages that all the implementations that have and have not been. Oh, it's not. Huh. Never mind then. Let's remove that. It's super not up to date. Let's see. You probably need to set some guidelines for C++ first, like which standard to use. So we did say that we preferred using like the Strohstup style and stuff like this. Like, we did settle on some standards. The problem is that like the problem isn't the language standard. The problem is the implementation paradigm. So a lot of people are like, hey, we want to use functional programming, or we want to use imperative programming, or we want to use super object oriented programming, or we want to use, you know, they have this idea of how they want C++ code to be written. And because of that, it ends up being that, you know, people will write functional code in C++, which they can do. Ever since C++ 14, C++ has been quite functional, you know? And so then, you know, a lot of other people are like, no, we want super object-oriented code. But then, you know, it ends up looking just like C#, you know, and then other people were like, well, this should look like C code because that's the easiest to read. And so then we want it to look like C code. So now the question is, what actually should C++ code look like? And I don't know. I don't know how. I don't know what. It's just confusing, and I don't know what to do. For every person who uses C++, there are two styles of writing it. Still very sour. Thank you so much for following. I would totally not this ball of wax. Totally not touch this ball of wax. Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest. I may be over. How do I put this? I may be over analyzing. I might be over. What's it called? Like when you make things too fiery. I don't know. Hyperbolizing? I don't know what word I'm looking for. Overthinking? I don't know. Anyway, I might be making this a little bit too big. Like, honestly, it's probably fine. Submit code in C++, we'll review it, and hopefully it'll be fine. That's kind of how it is. Over-dramatizing? Yeah, that's the word I was probably looking for. You probably need to set some guidelines, except our Lord and Savior Rust. Gorzoid shared this in Off-Topic channel. Yeah, so we have the CPP core guidelines, and we follow those core guidelines for the most part. The core guidelines, I like them because they even mention a lot of the things that I agree with about, like, for example, auto. Like, I think the auto structure, like using auto, should be avoided unless the type unless you're in a template, or the type is just too long. Like it's hard to understand what the type is to begin with. Then you can use auto and things like this. There's just little things here and there that I actually agree with the CPP core guidelines for the most part. And that's what we've been using to do, like, for example, Entante's code. And I think I actually agree with the C++ core guidelines. I think that's fun. The algorithm archive is totally done in Haskell. Yeah, as weird as that might sound, it is done. Haskell is all of the algorithm archive. We have a Haskell version for everything. Haskell here, Haskell, it all has Haskell. Everything has Haskell because Haskell's like, you know, one of the best languages in the world for doing functional programming. So it's there. We have it. Also C, also mostly Julia. I think Julia is all the way there, and C# is a good way there. Now, ironically enough, if you go to the algorithm archive here, let's go to algorithm archivist, algorithm archive. The number one language, as in the language with the most lines on it, is assembly. Someone should go ahead and comment the Haskell code. Yeah, I agree. In fact, I think most of the code needs to be commented. And I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and create an issue here, and I'm just going to create the issue calling code comments. Comments. Whoa, hello there. Well, thank you for these suggestions, but I don't think this is what we want. Have been doing a poor job of commenting code in the algorithm archive. I understand that some code is self-explanatory, but because many people may be learning new languages along with implementations, it might be nice. Be more heavily. And I guess what I'll do here is, this is for the algorithm archive developers mainly. So I guess we need to pinpoint exact code, like code in the algorithm archive that really needs better commenting. You know what I mean? I tried to do Gaussian elimination Haskell code with friends the other day, but since no comments were there, we didn't bother to do so. Yep, that's totally fair. I made most C in assembly code, so most of the algorithm archive is mine. Oh, yeah, I guess that's true. Except for the fact that we have like hundreds of thousands of lines of Markdown code that I wrote. It's Markdown code, you know, like, but still it's Markdown, you know. Gathros algorithm archive. That one barely worked. I've tried to take the Haskell code as an example for some Lisp implementations. Some of it is hard to understand. Okay, so this is fair. So I guess I'll mention here, again, if you get the C++ guidelines nailed down a bit, let me know. I'd love to try contributing a bit. There's definitely different ways of going about it, though. Yep, that's true. We should have this discussion at some point. And to be totally completely honest, I'm not sure where to have this discussion. I think, honestly, following the C++ core guidelines is what we should do. But in the end, it's a really difficult thing to grasp. Like, what do you do? Should we follow the C++ core guidelines? Yes, I think we should, but what type of programming? Functional, imperative, super object-oriented, super, not object-oriented? I don't know. Like, you wouldn't comment that a for loop is doing what a for loop does, so commenting something like recursion through a list isn't perhaps the best thing. One thing to avoid is commenting syntactical constructs. Yeah, I agree. So maybe what we should do is, I think the best solution here is to find a consistent, find a commenting structure that is more or less consistent among languages with a similar programming paradigm, if that makes sense. For example, if the code is imperative, we should be able to comment a similar part of every code. Or something like this. What do you guys think of that? So like the idea would be we have some sort of comment in, like, let's say the C code or something like that, and this comment then translates to the Julia code, the Python code, all the other code, so that we know, hey, this is where we start this structure. And then, for example, for the functional programming, we'll say, okay, well, the structure is slightly different, so the comment is slightly different, and so we'll put it here so we know exactly what this is supposed to do. You know what I mean? I prefer comments to say rather than how. To say why rather than how. That's just personal preference. I agree there too. Like, I mean, the comments have to matter. But the thing is, because we're doing the same algorithm implementation, I think we can pretty much get away with doing similar comments. Because, again, some of this will be described in the text, right? So we'll say, like, step 1 here. So we can kind of put a comment for step 1, for the Gaussian elimination and stuff like that. So it's one of those things that we should probably think about too. Requiring what we call haddocs on every function in Haskell would be merited. That's fair. One of each functional, imperative, etc., and classify them as different languages. Basically, dot comments for method signatures and whatnot. See you, Tim. Thank you so much for coming in. I apologize for missing that. I got to get running. I want to jump in and say hello for a bit. Good stuff. Happy New Year. Yeah, like you wouldn't comment that a for loop. Let's see. Doesn't this apply to other languages ML as well? I imagine C++ isn't the only one affected. I think you're talking about the fact that other languages can be written with different programming paradigms, and I think you're correct there, but the thing is, I think C++ is probably the biggest offender of this, in that if you're writing C# code, for the most part, the standard practices are to write C# code in a very object-oriented type of way. If you're writing Haskell code, again, write it in a very functional type of way. C++ can be written in any way. It is paradigm agnostic, or whatever it's called, and so you can write it in any way you want. And this means that you can do so many things with it. It's just crazy. How about, let's see, describing what method does, what it takes, and how it does. Super useful, though. Method describing are super useful. I meant more for signal or group of statements. Okay, how about this? I will leave it at this. What I'll say is that I would like to have a discussion on the related issues. Try it? Sure. Okay. Hide related issues. Okay. We've been doing a poor job of commenting code in the algorithm archive. I understand that the code is self-explanatory, but because many people may be learning new languages along with implementations, we should probably be more heavily commenting code. I'm not going to have a suggested solution here. Instead, I would like to discuss the best way to comment the code for different languages. And ways which we might spread the... I don't know, do we need a discussion on this? I feel like one funny thing with Haskell is that you can actually write it in a totally imperative way. I thought that was funny. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I thought it was just exclusively functional. Or, yeah, exclusively functional. I didn't realize you could do anything crazy with it. Okay, for some reason I just got a notification on Twitter. 12 Tone just posted, hey, so somewhat specific question, but who are some of your favorite educational YouTubers who don't upload very often, like once a month maximum? Ideally, people who are still uploading regularly, just at a slow pace. And someone immediately posted, like literally, just Leos OS is definitely worth a look. I guess I do post very infrequently. Oh well, that's okay. Yeah, we'll get back to it. It's okay. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we've been doing a very poor job of commenting code in the algorithm archive. I understand the code is self-explanatory. CGP Ray? Yeah, of course, of course. Let's see. I would like to discuss the best way to comment code for different languages and ways in which we might share these comments across different languages. So we may. Oh, Tierzoo. I thought Tierzoo updates regularly, doesn't he? Let me take a look. Tierzoo. I thought he puts one out like every other week or something like that. I'd be surprised if he didn't. Like, videos. 3 weeks, 1 month, 1 month. Yeah, 2 months, 2 months. He puts out a video every 2 weeks or something like that, which is pretty good. Any educational YouTuber has put a lot of work into their videos and also has a job. That's true too. Microsoft Research Contact Imperative.pdf. Imperative functional. Ooh, hello there. Hello there, my friend. You are interesting already, just in the fact that your name is functional imperative programming. We present a new model based on monads for performing input-output on a non-strict, purely functional language. It is composable, extensible, efficient, requires no extensions to the type system, and extends smoothly to incorporate mixed language working and in-place array updates. Huh. Interesting. Okay, let's get this issue written, and then we'll get back to the FFT stuff. Okay, so I'd like to discuss the best way to comment the code for different languages and ways. So we can. Do we need a discussion on this? I feel like it's clear if I just say, hey, look, I want more comments in the code. Nick Grassetto, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. I'm still learning, but I love functional programming. Yeah, that's most people that learn functional programming do, I think, specifically do like it a lot when they're learning it. In university, we are required to add contract purpose, example, definitions, test for any kind of Haskell function. Is that common to do? Because it's super useful to have. What is contract? I understand the rest of them, but I don't understand what the contract is exactly. Okay, so let's see. I would like to have a discussion on the best way to comment code for different languages and ways in which we might share these comments across multiple languages. And I think we'll just start the discussion, right? And I'll say, I'm just going to start the discussion, and I'm going to see what people have to say. I'll comment my opinions here too, but later, as not to influence the decision. That's one thing I've noticed. Well, okay, let's just have this open, and we'll see what people have to say. You know, like there's no reason to. I would like to discuss the best way to comment code for different languages and ways in which we might share these comments across multiple languages. I mean, yeah, fine, fair enough. We'll have this discussion here on GitHub, because quite frankly, we are doing a poor job of commenting code, and we need to do a better job. And so let's just have the discussion somewhere that we can have the discussion. And yeah, that's it. Discussion here. Let's go. Algorithm Archive 570. Boom, look at that. 570 issues and pull requests. Oh, man, the Algorithm Archive is somehow... it's getting there. It's getting up there in age. Okay, let's keep going. So again, this is the issue. If you guys want to comment on it, please feel free to do so. I'm not going to comment on it too much here on stream, except to say that the discussion should be started, and we should have the discussion, but I don't really know where to go with it from here. So I'll probably leave my comments on there after stream, so I'll keep it up on the side. Now, Tierzoo, as mentioned before, like just going back to this discussion of publishing like once every month or so, I mean, he does publish every 2 weeks. That's pretty frequently for an educational YouTuber, and his content's quite good. So I think he puts a lot of effort into his videos. I'm quite a big fan of Tierzoo. I think he's a really cool guy. Yeah, I met him at ThinkerCon. He's a really cool guy. He's playing a lot of Smash Brothers. Speaking of Smash Brothers, and I realize this is a bit of a side tangent. So Smash Brothers has these things called amiibos. I don't know if you've heard of them, but basically they're AI. So you get these little figurines, And inside of them, they hold a little bit of data. I'm not sure how much data, but a little bit, such that you can basically train them to act in certain ways, like you train them to fight in a particular way. I will admit, I did spend a little bit of time yesterday training up 2 amiibos, one Link amiibo and one Ganondorf amiibo. And I just have to say, and I know this is a side tangent, but I made that Ganondorf amiibo maximally disrespectful. He taunts all the time and literally he does the most disrespectful moves you could possibly do. And it's so amazing. Like, I don't know why, I started playing this guy and it's just so funny watching this guy play. Like, because I just trained him to like constantly meteor smash. If you know what this is, it's just like, just basically stomping on people all the time. It was so good. It was perfect. So if you have a chance to oh, I wanted to keep that one up. Where is that one? Yeah, so if you're interested in playing Super Smash Brothers, I've got an amiibo for you. He's great. Okay, so let's get back to the Fourier transform stuff. So, like we said, we probably want to put these two. Probably want to put these two images instead of side by side, but top bottom. Which I'm not sure exactly how to do. So I'm going to go ahead and quit here. We're going to cd back a directory, and then back another directory, then cd back another directory because I missed the directory. Then we're going to cd into Simuleos. Whoa, look at that FFT. Let's go. Boom, LS. In the right directory. Then we're going to go into CD images, LS here. Now, do I have? I don't. Oh, no. Oh, no, indeed. Oh. Oh, no, it's in the Julia code. Oh, thank goodness. The goodness? What am I saying? Where am I? cd back a directory, and now let's go into fftanimation.jl. Okay, whew. So I have a particular command. So basically we create one image and then another image, and then we put the two images together into a magical GIF. Right? The issue is that where's the music? The music probably, oh, it should be here. The music should be on now. If you can't hear the music, I can turn it up a bit if you guys are interested, but a lot of people tell me to turn down the music, so I don't know. I don't know what to do with the music. I leave it on, it's very quiet, it's hard to hear, but it is what it is. Okay, so what we need to do is find basically a way to make it so we convert these two images so that they're top down instead of left to right, and that's going to be, I don't know how to do that, so we're going to try. So before I was using this convert plus append function here. So I'm going to try looking up this convert plus append function, and we're going to see where we go. So convert plus append. What am I doing with my life? Plus append images top down. ls minus 1 all the way. Oh, wait, ls minus 1. Why minus 1? What does minus 1 do? Okay, wait, 1 second. Nice, okay. So let's see, what do we have here? Combining multiple images in image magic with relative, not absolute offsets. Okay. So we have convert shave 5. Interesting. Goku00, thank you so much for following. Can't you use a command to take two images and turn them into one very easily? Yes, that's the convert command. That's what I'm using. But the convert command that I'm using naturally puts the two images side by side, and then I want to put them top down and use another command to turn those images into GIFs. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. But the thing is, it's hard because I just don't know. So I don't know how to do this. We have the montage command. Now, it could be that I want to use the montage command. He wants vids, not GIFs. Oh, do I want videos? I wanted GIFs. I was using GIFs, but we can use using the minus append. Yeah, let's try minus append. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Let's give it a go. We can do. I thought we wanted GIFs unless we needed videos, but we can do videos otherwise. So let's do Julia FFT animation, and let's see if this creates the appropriate thing. It literally is just changing a .gif to a .mp4. There's no difference here. It's just the I kind of preferred using GIFs to MP4s if possible. Oh, cool. Thanks, Mr. Anderson. Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. Didn't we switch to vids since you have more control? Also have videos for Gaussian elimination. Yeah, but the video was because we couldn't get the animation to work appropriately in a GIF. So I thought it was just because we had to use a video. Yeah, okay. I mean, we can do a video then too. That's fine. It's just videos are going to be slightly harder. It's fine. It's fine. We can do videos. So let's give this guy a go, make sure it does the appropriate visualization. And then after that's done, we will then look at we'll then turn it into a video, and we'll be good to go from there. Goku, hey, how are you, man? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's see, like, you trying to focus, and there's a GIF jumping out in your eyes all the time. I like that. Like, I think it's good. It's eye-catching. It's nice. I think whatever we do, we should be consistent. Yeah. Okay. I mean, fine. If other people are saying the GIFs are annoying, that's fine. We'll just do the videos from now on, and that's fine. It doesn't matter too much to me. I really genuinely don't care either way. Let me get some water. Which version of Julia are you using? Julia 1.2.dev. It's the latest release. We're just using it because we were running into issues using the Julia GPU the other day, so we just updated all the way. All the algorithm archive content has been updated to Julia 1, and so if you run into any problems with any Julia code there, just let us know and we'll go ahead and update it. But it should be all up to date. Also autoplay loop. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if we have autoplay loop, it's fine, because then it's basically the same as a GIF anyway. It's just a GIF that you can pause, so I'm okay with it. Let's see, Julia FFTAnimation.jl. Give it just a second to run. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I am back. Code is finished. Let's take a look. So we're gonna do Mirage. Images, and what did we call it? Comb out or something like that? Combined out.gif. Are they top to bottom? They are not. They are side by side. Dang it. Okay, let me see. Maybe. Oh no, all the images are top to bottom. Oh, it must just be the final image isn't. Okay, so maybe this is just, we have all the images side by side appropriately, but I didn't put them into the image at the end. So what I'm gonna do then is, I believe I can just go in here, seed into images, and then I can do convert no, yes, actually. Okay, so we want to do 0 nope, star until let's do out.mp4. Oh, I should probably run htop. Oh no, we're okay. So let's do mpv comb out. Where are we? .mp4. Okay. Let me do a quick mirage of com000.png. Yeah, that definitely is top to bottom. Yep, that's the image I want. So why when I combine them into an MP4 image, it did not work? Let's go ahead and remove column out star. And let's see. Also autoplay loop. Yeah, so let's see. What do we have here? I'm going to, let's see. I'm gonna try it again. I don't know. Like, I don't understand why that didn't work. I don't understand. We're taking all the images and we're converting them into an MP4 file. Let's do mpv com out.mp4. Yeah, okay, so why? What are you doing? What are you doing, dog? Okay, so let me do ls palette. What do I have here? I have palette combined.png, palette.png. Okay, so I apparently used ffmpeg for this. That's wonderful. Okay, so let's do rm com out.mp4. And let's see if we can do this right. So I'm going to, every time I always have to look this up, I should just put it in a code. Like, I should probably have a comment in this code so I can remember how to do this, but every time I have to look it up. So we're gonna do ffmpeg, and we're gonna look up palette, images to video. All right, and let's give it a go. So how to use, convert set of images to video. And I used a palette for this. Look at this. Oh. What do we have here? Efficient GIFs. Anime GIF is a medium. We need a better codec. Yeah, that's fair. Very bottom statement. As in proper video too expensive. There's been a lot of work put into using dedicated hardware, GPUs, SIMD, CPUs, instructions to make decoding of modern codecs fast and energy efficient. On the other hand, GIF is designed for 1980s CPU-bound single-thread decoding that can't take advantage of any of these techniques. The result is that your cell phone is likely to be able to play full HD 264 video effortlessly, but will struggle to process the enormous amount of data required to play low-resolution GIF. NMGIFs tend to not have keyframes, which forces browsers to cache. Yeah, I understand. I agree. On modern hardware, GIF is the slowest and most expensive video codec. Can we please allow it to be obsoleted? Yeah, I guess so. Make Symbot command for it. Yeah, honestly, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, maybe we should. Let me see if they do a palette here. A palette. They don't. Come on. I specifically put palette in the search. Give me a palette. In a bit. Let me get this working. And then once we have it working, we can then discuss whether we need a Symbot command where I can just type in !FFmpeg, because I keep looking this up every single time. I do this so frequently, and I always have to look it up. Convert video to images. Got news about working? Dude, good job, man. Okay, let's see. So every time I do this, I always have to look it up. Using FFmpeg image video, create animated GIF from images using FFmpeg. I think this is the exact same one I was on. No, it's not. It's different. Okay, so let's take a look at palette. Okay, so what I'm looking for then is... Okay, something like this should probably work. So let's give this guy a go. Alright, so let's go. So we're going to do FFmpeg image 2, and I'm going to look for Okay, the VI terminal. I thought I just turned it off, but for some reason it didn't turn off. No, I don't think... Okay. Let's go back here, and I'm just going to do underscore something like that .png. Dang it. What is it then? Image 2, F image 2. Oh, I don't know what that F stands for then. Yeah, so it's not going to be in my history because I did it like weeks ago. So let's do history, grep, FFmpeg. Yeah, it's definitely not there. So again, like it's just, I really just need to write this down somewhere. Now I lost the command. Geez. All right, let's go here. FFmpeg F image 2. I don't know what this image 2 is. What does the F stand for? Input images location with the folder path and the file name pattern where your images are. Make the GIF palette image will be replaced with the name of the palette, palette.png. Okay, so let's just change this to palette.png every time. See, the problem with the VI terminal is that I always press escape. Like no matter what, I'm just constantly pressing the escape button. And that makes it so now I can't do anything with my terminal without pressing I. And I always forget to press I, you know? So then all of a sudden I try to open something up, I type in VI something, but then V, the letter V does something that I'm not expecting. So like it's all just weird, it's wonky. I'm just not used to it. See, I just pressed escape right then. Like there wasn't a reason to, I just pressed escape. And now I'm expecting to be able to use this like I would typically use a regular bash shell, but I can't because it's in VI, and I get so confused every time. So now I have to press I so I can use it regularly again. So that's my problem with it. Again, it's not that bad. Blog Botland, organizing your notes with OneNote. Why would I ever use OneNote? Why? Okay, let's go. Okay, so let's go. See, I pressed escape again. See, right then, I just pressed escape. Okay, so let's go here. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. So let's see. I'm going to do comb underscore, I think it's 04d.png, something like this. Yes. Okay, cool. And now I'm going to do the VI terminal. Linux. I'm just going to turn this off because like I turned it off yesterday, but it didn't seem to turn off. So now I'm going to turn it off again. What do we have here? How do I do it? Turning off? Let's see. Need to remove the file. I didn't know I created a file, so I don't know how to do that. It was one of those things we did on stream. The input.rc. One second, let me get some water. Sorry about that. Okay. Ah, I see. I see. Nice. Okay, good. Okay, so I think it's still in the VI terminal, though. Yep, it is. So now I have to source that file. Ah, dang it. Yeah, okay, I thought that would happen. So maybe I just turn the terminal off and on again? There we go. I think Leos is migrating to Visual Studio slowly. No, the VI terminal is just too hard to use. It's just, like, again, if I'm using VI, I know how to use VI. I know all the shortcuts, it's great. But if I'm using a terminal, I'm really expecting certain shortcuts that don't exist in the VI terminal. Like, for example, I can't use Control-L to clear the terminal in the VI terminal. I couldn't do that. And there's a few other things that I couldn't do in the VI terminal that I was just expecting to be able to do. Like Control-A to go back to the start of the line and stuff like that. You couldn't do it. And so it's hard for me to figure out how to use it. Project, Algorithm Archive. Oh, actually, it's Project Simuleos right now. Simuleos. And then we're going to go into FFT and then images. And we should have the new palette. So now we can go from there. So we have the palette created. So now we just have to use this for the, for this guy. Oh no, that's not what I'm looking for. There's the palette image. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here. Cool. Okay, so we're gonna go here, and we're just gonna basically use that. So let's see, output video name. So we want to call this what we called it before, combined ouch.mp4, and then we're gonna use palette image, which is gonna be palette.png. Then we're gonna do, let's see, palette use output GIF, but I need. Oh, this ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work at all. This has to be. This has to be the images, so it should be comb underscore this 04d.png, and then down here it's going to be combined out.mp4, something like that. Now let's do mpv combined out.mp4. What on earth is going on here? Let's take a look at it again. FFmpeg, that's the frame rate is super slow, I think. FPS 1.2. Nope, I want FPS of 30. Let's give that guy a go. What do we have here? We'll use DD, or we'll use the whole terminal, or use clear. Yeah, that's fair. Now use echo. I guess it depends on if you like it. Yeah, that's true. Like, I'm just not used to it, and I'm so used to using a terminal regularly that, like, not being able to use it regularly, it just boggled my mind. Like, I couldn't figure out how to use it right. Try Emacs for a week. I'm not going to be able to try Emacs for a week. It's just always driving me to some degree crazy if I can't use shortcuts. I understand that too. It's just I've gotten so used to it that it doesn't really bother me too much. I understand. Or Spacemacs. Emacs look and feel with Vim controls. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm okay. Out.mpv. Okay, so this looks fine for the most part. It's a little bit low quality, but it's okay. So, yeah, see, that's why I don't like using. Let me loop this guy. So we're gonna do loop 0, and we're gonna full screen that guy. Yeah, so I didn't want to use MP4, but I have to use MP4 if we're doing video. Let me take a look at the images itself. So let's do Mirage combined 0000.png. Yeah, there's so much more. There's just such higher quality. Okay, so let's see how we're going to do this then. So I've got to figure out how to. Okay, let's take a look at the palette that we generated, and let's take a look at these commands. Filter complex scale 500. So we don't want to scale at all. So maybe we just remove this scale here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Dang it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I don't understand what these flags are doing. Let's just do FPS equals 30. Yes. Let's not scale it. So now we're going to do MPV. Yeah, see, that's still... I don't think that's right. That's still... it seems like it scaled it still, doesn't it? Let's see. 500 by 667. It's 600 by 800. Yeah, that's correct. So this one's 600 by 800. Is that what it's supposed to be? I think it's what it's supposed to be. So let's do this. Oops. MPV. So that one's 600 by 800. Let me just compare this. I'm going to pause it real quick to one of the images. Oh yeah, that's definitely lower quality than the image itself. Dang it. Yeah, I never know how to do this. And the convert function didn't work. I don't know why. The convert function just didn't want to work there. Maybe it's because I have to give it a special resolution. I don't know. Every time. So every time I try to use the convert function and it just doesn't work. And so then you're like, okay, well, you know, how about we don't use the convert function? How about instead of using convert function, we use FFmpeg because it produces better videos. And not only does it produce better videos, they're at a lower, they use less storage, right? But then every time I try to use FFmpeg, I just run into so many problems with it. Okay, so let's say images to video. How to create a video from image with FFmpeg. Okay, so FFmpeg, our image, CV, FPS 25, out.mp4. If your video does not show the frames correctly, you see that's a GIF. Let's see. Out.mp4, frame rate 1, pattern glob. Well, let's just see what happens if we just do this. FFmpeg -I, and we're just going to read in combined 04d.png. So we're going to input it. Still low resolution. Blender. I mean, no, I don't think Blender is best for this project. And we're just going to output combined .mp4. All right, so we're just going to read this in and read this out and see what happens. So now we're going to mpv combine out.mp4. Yeah, it's the video codec itself that's the problem, I think. Okay, yeah, we can try that. So let's do -bv 4m. Okay, oh, oops. I put that in the wrong spot. So let's try -bv4m. Yes. I should be given his number of bytes. Oh, maybe I did that wrong then. No, that looks better. Yeah, that looks better already. Okay, I'm okay with that one, actually. That one's fine. So then, let's see. The last thing we need to do is set the frame rate. So let's take a look at this one more time. Here, I think it's a little bit too fast. So let's drop the frame rate just a little bit. So let's do FFmpeg I, and let's change that to dash frame rate of 15. I realize that's quite slow, but let me just see what happens. MPV combine out. Yeah, maybe that's okay. So it's 4,000 bitrate. You get a file info in the vid. Let me see. What are we looking at here? Let's see. How do you get the file info of the video? Or how do you get the info of the video? Let me just do a quick du-h, I believe, of combined out.mp4. 4.2 megabyte, that's huge. Yeah, that's huge. That's very large. Is it very large though? That's the question. Let me go ahead and do convert. Combined star.png to combine check.mp4. And let me do du-h oh, come, I misspelled it. 580K. But then again, it's only half the size. So MPV, come check that MP4. Yeah. So for some reason, it's only taking one image. I don't understand why it's only taking one image. Okay, let me see. M is mega, so 10 to 6. Yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. Not too much then. Yeah, it's not so... Okay, so let me see if we can also get this combined function working. And if we can get this, or this convert function working, and then we'll just compare the two of them and see which one's better. So the problem with the convert function, I think I need to set the resolution, output resolution of the convert function. Convert, output, resolution. Let's see what we got here. Output resolution, video resolution converter. Nope, no, convert. Command? I don't know. Let's go. Convert images using Linux. Nice. Resolution, resize. I don't want to resize it though. Why is the convert command... I don't understand what's happening here. Why is the convert command cutting the image in half? Oh, I'm sorry, I hit the microphone. Yeah, why is the convert command? Let's do Mirage. Combined. No. No. We're just taking these images, but for some reason it's cutting in half. It's using what looks to be just the time domain stuff, honestly. Interesting. Let me try something else then. Let me try make directory convert check. Okay, we're going to cd and convert check, and we're going to cp star data slash combined star here, and now we're just going to do the last convert command that we just had. So let's do convert here. Give it a second. MPV. Yeah. Sorry about that. Okay, so now let me take a look at all the images. Mirage combine 0000.png. Yeah, it's cutting off the image. It's cutting the image in two for some reason. So let me just try a resize and see what happens. I don't understand why it's cutting it in two. So let's do resize. And the image we're looking for here is going to be, it's always 1920 by 1080. So it should be 600 by 800. Let's see what happens. And now let's do Mirage. Oh, that's not what I want to do. I want to do MPV. Nope. Why is the video 600 by 400? What are you doing? Why? Okay. So let's try... I don't understand. I don't understand why it's cutting the image in half. At all. I have no idea. I have no idea. It's just why. Okay, so I guess I can... we have the FFmpeg one working. We can just use the FFmpeg one. That's fine, I guess. Not sure if it totally works, but I made this. Scratch.mit.edu. Any Scratch project I'm interested in looking at. Enter commands. Oh. Oh, that is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, I don't know any brainfuck, so I can't really put this in. You verify that all source images are 600 by 800. Maybe a one 600 by 400 snuck in, and it's limiting the size by that. Yeah, I could take a look at that. Let me just do ls here. Let's remove combined. Nope. Out.mp4. Remove. Come check.mp4. Mirage com000.mpg, is that PNG? So here are all the images in the directory. And I mean, it looks like all of them are, yeah, they're all they're all 600 by 800. But I can try running it one more time. Let's see. You'll see the, click to see inside. Yeah, of course. This is I'm not familiar with this layout, actually. Did Scratch recently change its layout? Stay on page. No, I want to stay. I'm middle clicking, but it's not letting me open up a new tab. So let me just go to scratch.mit.edu. Ah, the new Scratch is here. Nice. Okay. Well, let's take a look at this guy. Is this HTML5? Just yesterday, we were looking at the, Nice. Okay. Yeah, man. Let's go. Let's change this to a Scratch stream. Scratch stream, guys. I'm up for doing a Scratch. Oh my gosh. I'm not up for doing a Scratch stream. I can't even say the word Scratch stream together. Dude, that's amazing. Good on them. My kids use this, lol. No, Scratch is an amazing programming language. Like, we teach it all the time. Now, I just gotta make sure the Japanese version is up to date, because that's the one we always teach. Nihongo. Ah, sugoi! Sugoi na! Scratch, stream, Scrooge, scream. I use this, like, every day in 3rd and 4th grade. Oh, I didn't... Yeah, I mean, like, to be fair, Scratch it's a good language. I mean, it's nice. We have Scratch in the algorithm archive for a reason. So let's take a look at this. Dude, I mean, this is pretty good. I'm a fan. Nihongo dake? I mean, skoshi nihongo wakarimasu. Demo, I have trouble reading Japanese. Like, technically, I've been living in Japan for like 4.5 years, but my amount of Japanese knowledge is very, very limited. I wish I knew more, but I don't, because I just don't have time to learn more. I did not realize how good Scratch is until I start teaching my classmates. Yeah, dude, Scratch is amazing. Ijon. So that's the thing. I don't know what the first 2 kanji mean. Let's see. See, that's the thing. My Japanese is so bad. I don't understand any kanji. So, like, I read denai ka o, but that's it. I can't read the kanji before or after. Like, I recognize that I should recognize the kanji. Sanen dakara ne. Yeah, so that's son? Oh, no. Okay, so I 5 years, so not son. More like go. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this. Oh, Zan. I didn't see the I see. Zanen. Yeah, okay. Let's see. They really took their time to ensure 100% compatibility with existing Scratch projects, which is great. Oh, dude, yeah, good on them. Like, honestly, Scratch is one of those languages that I'm a fan of. I think they've done a very good job with it, and I'm pretty excited for the future of the project. But I agree with you. C252, this is an amazing project. Very good job on this. I'm very impressed with it. Just incredibly impressed with it. I'm trying to find my bearings because, of course, like, this is slightly different than what I'm used to. Everything's, like, slightly different. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, I'm looking at the sprites, but I'm trying to figure out where the sprite code is. I'm just having some trouble here. What does that do? Nope, that's not what I want to do. Let me take a look at a normal project real quick. So here's sprite 1. Let me go ahead and add a new sprite. And we'll add a beetle over here. Okay, I see. So here's the sprites. Let me go back over here. I see what you did. Okay, so you don't have individual sprites. You're just working off of... I gotcha. I understand what you're doing. Yeah, dude, good job. This is incredibly impressive. I'm a big fan. Let me go ahead and get some water, and then we'll keep working on this FFT stuff. Honestly, I'm just gonna use the ffmpeg command. I'm just not gonna worry about it. Really, it's just I'm done. I'm just gonna use the ffmpeg command, and we'll go from there. Man, my throat is just not working today. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and, well, we can try the convert command one more time, and we'll see how it goes. That's not true for me. I guess games I made in 3rd grade don't work anymore. Oh, interesting. Convert. We'll try the convert command one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm just sticking with the ffmpeg one because I'm happy enough with the quality there, and I'm not gonna worry about it. Life is too short to worry about FFT animations. That's what my grandmother always said. I never realized the truth of those words until right now. Alright, so we're going to do mpv comcheck.m. Yeah, see, it's still just one image. Yeah, screw you. Remove star. CD back a directory. Remove directory. Or we can convert check. Ah! So my headache's mostly subsided now, but I just feel kind of, I'm still out of it a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more water. Dude, I posted an opinion on Twitter yesterday. I learned I should never post opinions on Twitter. Like, just for the record, if you're thinking about posting your opinion on Twitter, like, do it anonymously. Don't do it on your main account. I remember lots of good advice from my grandparents. Kill the English, kill... Whoa. Whoa. Whoa now. Whoa. I don't understand. Wait a minute, what? Kill the English and kill the Germans. Where are you from, such that you were on both opposing sides of the war? I don't understand. Okay. I do understand now. Okay. Yep, I'll buy that. I'm sorry, man. It happens. I mean, look at Trump. I mean, he's just an old 60-year-old man who wants to be president, right? Like, you know what? Let's not talk about politics here. I'm not going to talk about politics. Let's just keep going. They're both enslaved. Yeah. Yeah, Scottish history is a bit... Life is too short to worry about FFT animations. That's what my grandmother always said. I never realized the truth until right now. Yeah, you're right. The audio and video are quite desynced today. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. Hey, Star Sailor, what's up? How are you, man? Or woman, or how are you, person? How are you, individual, who I have just met online? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Okay, so let's go ahead and CD back directory, CD into projects, algorithm archive, contents, FF4. Sorry, Fourier. Now we're going to go into CD resources, and we're going to just CP projects Simuleos FFT. Come on, dog. Come on. Shh. FFT. There we go. Images, and it's going to be combined ouch.mp4, and we're just going to put here as ftplot.mp4. Okay. Now let's go back a directory into the Gaussian elimination version. Star Sailor is a mermaid. I'm sorry. I always say, how are you, man? Like, to me, man, I don't know why, but man, I know the word is inherently, like, it signifies a male, but for me, whenever I say the word man, I don't know why, but it's always gender neutral. Like, I'm always just like, yo, man, what up? And it's just like, it's clearly a girl, but I'm like, yeah, man, what up? I don't know. It's just what I do. See a trash talk, thanks for coming in. I know I shouldn't do that. I know I'm trying to get better with it. It's like saying, hey, guys. Technically, guys, in a lot of cases, means men. And it's one of those things. You're just kind of like, I don't know. I thought you said no politics. I don't know how this is politic related. It's just like a quirk that I have. I don't know. I need to get better about it. I'm trying to get better about it. It's just that, like, I don't know. I always do it. And dog. Like, I could say dog. Yeah, that's fine. What up, dog? How you doing? But dog sounds so, like, weird. I have women call me love all the time. Yeah, I think that is a distinctly... I don't hear that so frequently. I guess people just don't love me. Projects. What am I looking for here? Algorithm archive. Contents. And let's see, what was the last one we put a video on? So we put a video on Gaussian elimination. Let's take a look at Gaussian elimination. VI Gaussian elimination.md, and let's take a look for video. Disk style text only center. This is with the YouTube embedding. So let me just go on GitHub real quick. It's a female colloquialism, like, dude. Oh, thanks, man. Alright, so we're gonna do github.com. Go ahead and remove these tabs because I don't care about tabs anymore. I'm a spaces guy. And let's go into algorithm archive. What am I doing? Algorithm archive. Yes, that's what I want. Oh, thanks for starring the thanks for following me so very sour. Really appreciate that. Okay, so now we're gonna do what am I doing? Oh my gosh, why am I here? What am I doing with my life? Why does every single time I ask myself a question, it leads into an existential nightmare? Gaussian elimination, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, let's keep going. Gaussian elimination.md. If you had to go and learn VI Vim from scratch starting today, knowing what you do now, how would you go about it? How would I go about it, learning VI and Vim? Probably the same way I went about it before, honestly. No, no, I'll be honest. If I were going to start VI or Vim, I would go to the skill pill we had on terminal, terminal logic. So we did a skill pill the other day on terminal stuff. It's one of our recurring skill pills that we teach all the time, where we teach, you know, the basics of how to use a terminal. We teach the text editor Vim and VI, and we teach all this kind of stuff. And honestly, that is a very, very good session. And I really wish it was online, because we do a pretty good job of describing how VI works, and all that kind of stuff. And I think that class right there would probably be the number one thing that I would do to learn VI or Vim, because I think we did a pretty good job there, and I think everyone that went out had a pretty good understanding of it, in my opinion. But outside of that, finding a cheat sheet is probably a good way to do it. I thought VI and Vim were the same thing. So VI is the older version of Vim. I use VI, but most people use Vim. So Vim is like VI improved, and they do a lot of improvements, but honestly, there's a few weird things that are different between Vim and VI, and that's the reason I kind of prefer VI. I could go into those in more detail, but there's just a few small scale things that I like VI over Vim for. And it's not even that big of a deal. I don't know why. It's just like in my mind, I'm so set on VI that every time I use Vim, it's like if you're swimming. You know, you're very used to swimming at a particular temperature. You know, you get a certain amount of catch when you're swimming at this particular temperature. But if you swim at any other temperature, like if it's cold or if it's hot, your body just doesn't feel right. Like, it just feels weird, you know? And that's what Vim feels like for me. It just feels like I'm swimming. I still know I'm moving forward, but I'm just not swimming correctly. Like, I'm not catching as much water. There's something weird about my technique, and I just can't place what it is. Jehootin, I apologize if I missed this before, but thank you so much for following. I use Vim, can't use VI. Yeah, fair enough. I use PyCharm. No, use whatever you want to use. I think anyone here who is being operating systemist or like text editorist, like, just meh, it's not worth it. Just live the life you want to live. If the life you want to live is using PyCharm, use PyCharm. It's fine. Open the editor and shortcut reference. Done. After a week of pain, it's amazing. Yeah, I do very much like VI. It's got so many shortcuts. It's nice. Okay, so let's go down here. I'm looking for one particular section. So let me just check the raw here. And I'm going to pop down to where we put the video in, and I'm just going to grab that. Where are we? Video, back substitution, visual representation, and this is the guy I'm looking for. So I just want to give this a go over here. So let's go into VI Fourier transform.md, pop down here. No, I think it's up here. I don't know where it is. It's there. There it is. I found it. Wow, I'm so good at this. And we're just going to change the source, and it's going to be ftplot. And I think what we're going to do here is change this to width of 500. And I'm just not going to put in a height. So 13. So we're going to do 13x. And we're going to write that. And we're going to let it rebuild, and I'm going to take a look at it. So let's see, BOGO sort, it should be here. So we're going to go to Fourier transform, which should be in mathematical background. Here, Fourier transform. Okay. No video with supported format and MIME type found. Okay. So let me see, what did I actually call it then? So we're going to do quick quit, cd back a directory into Fourier transforms, ls of resources. And we called it ft_plot.mt4 resources ft_plot.mp4. That looks correct, doesn't it? I think I just need to bite the bullet and suffer a bit. It's up to you, man. Like, honestly, as someone who uses VI and Vim a lot, I'm gonna honestly say that I really, really enjoy coding and writing in it. However, if it's not something you want to learn, if it's not useful for you, if you don't have to learn it. I use it all the time because I do everything in a terminal. And I love doing everything in a terminal. It's just my favorite thing in the world. For some reason, I'm aesthetically attracted to terminals. But that doesn't mean that that you have to be attracted to terminals, you know? Like, I'm not going to push my text editor orientation onto anyone here. Let's see. I just know people that use it and are much more efficient than I am when we're going about the same tasks. Vim's not really about the editor. It's more about the shortcuts. Yeah, that's true. I'm thinking I just need to bite the bullet and suffer a bit. It's up to you, man. You're probably 100% right. I just need to use the letters for errors. Can't hurt much. To be fair, I still use arrow keys. Even though I know we could use HJKL, I still use arrow keys. I use the VS Code for most stuff. Emacs, Scheme, Racket. Yep, fair enough. It does hurt. Use Visual Studio Code with the Vim plugin. For every IDE and terminal, I would always use the shortcut since it's amazing to do. How do you choose what to implement? Are you talking to me? Like, what are we talking about here? No, wait, what are we talking about? I don't care what other people use, just highly recommend Vim. Yeah, I agree. I'm in the same boat. Like, I really don't care if you're using Emacs, if you're using Vim, if you're using whatever, I don't care at all. Use whatever the heck you want. I just use the tools I use. And as long as you don't come in here and you make fun of me for the tools I use, I'm not gonna make fun of you for the tools you use. I mean, I'm using freaking VI. Like, what am I, from the 1970s? It's fine, I understand. You do you, man. They still use shortcuts and available. So for the Arcane Algorithm Archive, we go based on what we can do. So the problem is that I am very limited in the amount of time that I have available because of my PhD. So right now we have a whole bunch of algorithms and methods that are kind of up, and just we want to get them in the algorithm archive. It just takes a long time to be able to get them up and ready and working, you know? So we're basically, we have a list in the master overview of everything that we need to get done. So I'll go ahead and open that up right now. So let's go into projects, I believe. And we should have master overview. So we've got a lot of stuff done, don't get me wrong. But basically we have all of this stuff that we have. So we have Gaussian elimination, optimal control, molecular dynamics, genetic algorithms, DMRG, shape matching, k-means, clustering, affinity propagation, compressive sensing, FDTD, Lanczos, worst sort, octree data structure, Huffman encoding, lots of Huffman encoding stuff that we still have to put in, quantum information. There's so much stuff here. So much stuff, all in the to-do, 53 to-dos. 0 are scheduled because these are all in progress, and I don't want to move something to the scheduled until after it's out of the in progress. And basically, we've done 20. And I have to make videos on these guys. Actually, this is back now. It's not even ready for video anymore. So this is now scheduled. It's how it is how it is. New algorithms is harder and slower though. Hey, PyroESP, how are you? Implementations need to be submitted for all algorithms we have, since we want to cover all languages. New algorithms are harder and slower. Yeah, it just takes a while. I've just got so much work to do. And because obviously I'm still doing my PhD full time, it's difficult to be able to do everything we need to get done. On top of that, we really need to do revisions. Yep, just as JSPP said, we need to do the revisions as well, technically. Yeah, in fact, let me just go ahead and put that here. Just say chapter revisions. Actually, we can link that one, can't we? So there should be an issue for chapter revisions, planned chapter revisions. Where's the chapter revisions? Did I go into... No, we're in issues. Revisions. There we are. Chapter revision 388. So I'm just going to say number 388 over here, master overview. I don't know how to link it exactly. I know you've done that before. Yeah, okay. So we'll say... what am I talking about? It's going to be revisions. Chapter revisions. And I'm just going to go ahead and... Yeah, okay. And then we're just going to say number, what was it, 388, I believe? Yeah, that's it, add. Okay, nice. I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm... Oh, wait. Wait. I'm good. It's, so my friends came over on Christmas, and they, let's see. So they, were wearing like a Santa outfit, and they just, oh, he's gonna get the glove. Oh man, how did he know? Okay, I'm just gonna put this back here. If you know a programming language, you can start it as easy. Yeah, that's true. So basically, we're still working on getting more algorithms and methods and all this kind of stuff in there. And that's my job. I'm just so slow at it. I need to get faster. And so that's kind of why we're working on adding in chapter submissions so people can add their own chapters in. There's so much stuff to do here. It's just so much stuff. And I really want to do more, but it's just, I can't. We're just so behind on everything, you know? Man, so much stuff. But it's so cool. Like, I just want to keep going. Now, where is this? Your browser does not support the video tag. No, that's not the problem. The problem is you're not finding the video file. That's the problem. Where is the video file? Let's try rebuilding this. Then we'll go from there. I made it pretty standard, so I managed to use it on the PS Vita. Oh, interesting. Wow. That's quite, that's incredible, actually, in a lot of ways. Let's keep going from there. So the FFT chapter is what I'm currently working on revising. I need to basically update the FFT chapter, the Fourier transform chapter, everything, so that there's so much we need to do there. So much stuff. Fourier transforms here. No video with supported format and MIME type found. Why? Why? Yeah, the warnings are for different languages. So basically all these warnings here are saying that the language that we're using, like the language for this code block, doesn't exist. So it's basically saying we're going to be using the default there. And the problem is the include code block plugin, which is the one that we use to put the code into the book itself, is different than the code highlighting one. So like a lot of these are using default. Sheffits TV. Sheffits V. Thank you so much for following. I apologize if I mispronounced that. But thanks so much for coming in. I appreciate the follow. So let's see. We have 500 autoplay controls loop. Why? Where are you, Mr. MP4 file? You're right there in resources underscore FD underscore plot. But where are you? Just Dale, thank you so much for following. Did you use the same codec in the working video? I thought I did, but maybe I didn't, because one I used FFmpeg to put it together, and the other I used. Let's specify the codec then. So let's go here. And let's cd into, where are we? Back a couple directories, I believe here, and then Simuleos. Nope, one more directory, I believe. Yes, and then FFT and images, and let's do a quick history grep FFmpeg, and we should just be able to grab the latest guy. Yeah, so let's cd into images. Oh, we're already in images. So we're going to do fmpeg. -I, and the input images are going to be the combined images underscore. Oh, 1 second. I think I did this wrong. So we're going to do this 04d.png, and then the output images is going to be combined out.mp4, and I think we did a -b v for m in there. Yes. So that should be what we used. Now it's using the video codec H.264, which should be correct. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's take a look here. MPV combined out.mp4. Yep, that seems fine. So this is going to be H.264, should be the correct codec. So let's take a look here. So let's write and quit, and let's go into VI, actually MPV, resources, and then ft underscore plot.mp4. Should be fine. H.264, yeah, same codec. I have a video on YouTube, and the code is up on GitHub. Oh, nice, cool. If you always want to use the default, can you just run off the warnings for it? Yeah, so that's the thing. Honestly, we're using Gitbook for this book, right? And it's nice, don't get me wrong, like Gitbook has a lot of advantages to it, but one big disadvantage to Gitbook is that we didn't write it from scratch, and there's a lot of this stuff that we're kind of trusting other developers for, you know? Learning how to use Git for real. So as far as learning how to use Git and stuff is concerned, I really would recommend our How to Contribute guide. I think our How to Contribute guide, written by JSPP, is probably one of the best in the business for learning how to use Git and version control and stuff like that. In addition, we also have videos for this too. So if you're looking for videos, go to Buttercake's video series, because it's still amazing. Like, it's so good. I know I dote on my community a lot, but they're just such good. It's great. Also, the Gitbook we're using is no longer maintained and therefore legacy. Also true. We really do need to start moving away from the Gitbook ecosystem. But again, until I finish my PhD and until we can afford a full-time developer on this thing, we are probably not going to be able to do that. The library is written in C with STD libraries, so it should be compatible with everything. I don't know what you're talking about anymore. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So let's keep going. So Fourier transform here. Why is the video not there? Let's take a look. Fourier transforms.md, div style text align center, video width equals 500, autoplay controls loop, should be fine. Let me see what happens if I add in a height, just a random height, and see what happens. Maybe I have to add in a height, so let's try just putting this at, I believe the width is 600, and the height is going to be 800. And let's see what happens if we work with that. Maybe I had to put in a width and height. Maybe that's the issue. Sorry, still about my Radix2 FFT library. Oh yeah, cool. I'll stop being off topic now. No, you're fine. I just wasn't able to click the link here because it wasn't a full YouTube link, so I wasn't able to take a look at it. Open link. I don't know why I opened the link again. We had it up just for you. Just there. F5 there. Why? Where are you, my friend? I don't understand. Where did you go? Okay. Let's see. So, width 600, height 800, that's correct. You mentioned that the author algorithm was showing a video. Does that also use H.264? Yeah, that one should be H.264, but we can take a look real quick. So let me go back to the, I believe, where is it? How to contribute? Any of these, really. It doesn't really matter. So let's go into Algorithm Archive over here. The link. Cool. Again, I can't look at it here on stream. I can take a look at it after stream. But I don't watch YouTube videos on stream. Okay, no, this is a quick one. Oh, interesting. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it's super cool. I'm a fan. Dude, good job. That's really cool. Okay, let's see. Fourier transform over here. Playing Sonic the Hedgehog in the background. Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't matter what you're playing in the background. The point is that the FFT is working, which is really cool. So we're going to do Algorithm Archive here. Let's go to Contents. Gaussian Elimination is what I'm looking for. Gaussian Elimination. Again, it's just on a separate branch, so I can't really look at it on this branch without switching branches. It's kind of annoying. So I'm just going to go to Gaussian Elimination here. Gaussian Elimination. We're going to go to Resources, and it should be .mp4. Let's just go ahead and download that guy. No video with supported format and MIME type found. What? Okay, now I'm confused. Let me go to the Algorithm Archive here. And let me just look up the Gaussian Elimination chapter, because I know we had this working. Yeah, here it is. It's working just fine. Interesting. What on earth is happening? I have no idea. Okay. Well, it does amp db, also has a few windowing options. Huh, interesting. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, it's quite good though. I'm a fan. So this video is working just fine. Why is the other video not working? Why? We used the same code. It's using the same codec, I think, but I can't really tell. Let me see. raw.github.com, that's fine. Let's see, we want this guy. That are this big right now. I'm gonna try to download it, and I guess I'll just wget this. So let's go cd downloads, and let's wget. Are we allowed to do that? Yeah, it seems like it should be fine. Now let's do mpv ge_viz.mp4. Yeah, this is playing just fine. No problem, and it is of type, oh, this is of type UV420p. It is of a different codec. Interesting. Oh, no, it says it's of H.264. Right there, H.264. Okay, let's see, so that one said it was of H.264. And this guy over here, let's check the codec one more time of this guy. So we're gonna do MPV here. And it says, yeah, it says H.264 of you. Yeah, so H.264, still H.264, same codec. Linux has taught me so much thus far. I'm kind of hooked, dude. I know the feeling. Like honestly, Take 48. Thank you so much for following. Honestly, Linux, like the moment I installed Arch Linux, I knew it was the operating system for me. I love Arch Linux so much, man. I like just knowing what's going on in my system. You know, I don't know how else to put that. I just like knowing what's going on in my system. It's just nice. All right, let's see if we can get this video working or not. What's my uptime right now? Oh, hello there. Let's not do that. Should be about an hour and 45 minutes. Well, okay. You add 1 hour. I don't know why you have to add an hour. I should try the uptime command within the first hour I've been streaming. So I've been streaming for about 2 hours now. How should we do this? Yeah, why do we have to add 1, actually? I don't know. I can't really check my temperature, the temperature of my processors. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, you can just do so much stuff. And like I understand that, you know, can you use apt-get on Arch Linux? No, you use Pacman instead, which in my opinion is an easier package manager to use. But honestly, part of the reason I like Linux, part of the reason I like, part of the reason I like Linux to begin with is because of the package managers. You know, package management is just one of the most useful features of an operating system. I don't know how you can have a modern operating system without package management. It's like, what are you doing? How do you install things? Do you go online and download things? That's so weird. Like, what are we in the dark ages? I don't know. It's weird to me. If you want to fix the Symbot issue, look at the horrible checkout Symbot. I don't know if I can, because I think it's all written in C#, right? Which I'm not very good with. It's fine. It's fine. I really appreciate it. By the way, I don't think I ever starred this. No, I did star it. It's definitely starred. Everyone else should star this. It's great. Multi-desktop environment is easy on older hardware. Yeah, that's fair. Package manager is one of the only differences between distros. That's fair. But honestly, there's really only 3 big package managers, right? There's Pacman, there's apt-get, which is Aptitude, and then there's also Yum, which is Fedora's package manager, which I don't remember the name for. But based on that, you know, it's fine. I guess you need to compile a lot of things compared to Debian-based distros. Am I wrong? No, you are wrong. Arch, I think actually I have to compile less stuff on Arch than I do on my Ubuntu desktop, actually. Because Ubuntu, the problem with Ubuntu is that it has like a native version of it, like 16.04 or whatever, which means no matter what, your software will probably be out of sync at some point. So you've got to install like very particular versions that work with 16.04 or whatever it is, you know, and just, it gets tricky. You know, meanwhile, Arch is rolling release, which means you just keep everything up to date and you're fine. You have the Arch user repository, so if there's software that you aren't expecting to be available on your system, it's super easy to make available. You just, you know, use an AUR manager and you can find the software, and pretty much everything is packaged in the AUR, honestly. The Arch community is wonderful. And I know, like I'm toting on Arch, like I always do. I love Arch Linux so much, but like there's a reason for that. I think a lot of people, like, when they see the Arch community, they think the Arch community is being, like, smugly superior. They're like, oh, I use Arch, by the way. I'm better because I spent forever on this installation. No, that's not why. The Arch community is just they're just so cool. Like, everyone's packaging their own stuff. Like, I have a package on the Arch user repository just because I feel like having a package on the Arch user repository. It's nice. It's just so cool. Granted, the installation is hard, but it's nice because you get a feeling for everything that's in your system. Like, it's just a terminal install. You install everything from scratch. It's so nice. Like, it's just, it's beautiful. And there's just something about, like, that tailor-made system that we're talking about here. It's so nice. The Fedora Red Hat package manager is called RPM. Thanks, D252. I had forgotten about that. Like, the VirtualBox was fragmented across my device. I had to reinstall it. Yeah, see, that I don't think would happen. You compile stuff on Gentoo. Yep, Gentoo is like Arch, but you compile everything from source. Yep, the Red Hat 2. Red Hat uses Oracle, uses Yum. Yeah, this is true. Versus Macy's Store's bot suit. Wait, it's like wearing a custom tailor suit versus the Macy's Store bot suit. Yeah, I agree with you there. The thing is, the reason I like Arch, I think, is because of the install process. It's because, I don't know, it's because you just install everything from scratch and you know what's on your system. You have a good understanding of everything. It's so cool, you know? What about CentOS? I know that a lot of servers use CentOS, but I don't know much more than that. You mean IBM uses Yum? Yeah, so, yeah, I don't know. I don't know so much about this. I just know that, like, a lot of servers, again, they use CentOS. Some supercomputers use CentOS. That's about all I know. Okay. So that's kind of what we have there. You mean IBM uses Yum? Okay, so what are we going to talk about now? So let's get the Fourier transform video working. I don't know why it's not working to begin with. I have no earthly idea. What was I looking up? Here we have Fourier transform. Content. What is your problem? No video with supported format and MIME type found. What does that mean? I mean, I know what it means. It means no video with supported format and MIME type found. I know that, but I don't know why. Okay, so let's see. ftplot.mp4. Apparently there isn't an ftplot.mp4. Let me see. So we're going to cd into projects algorithm archive. Contents, Fourier transform. ls here, lsres. ft_plot. Is it just a typo? It could just be a typo. Res ftplot.gif. Video mp4. No, it doesn't seem like it's a typo. CentOS is more security focused. Yeah, that's true. It is definitely more security focused. So they have more stable releases to make sure. So Arch is on the bleeding edge, which means it's not very good for servers because if you're going to have a server, you want to make sure your stuff is stable, right? If you're using Arch, your stuff is inherently unstable, right? Like, because every single time you update, you're getting new versions of all your software, and it's just the latest version. It could break something, and you don't know, you know? And that's the thing. So when you're using CentOS, it makes sense because you kind of use older versions. You use stuff that you know is stable, you know is working. It's working. It's like a very delicate system, more like servers than security, but that's literally engineering. Make that stuff work and get it working. If it breaks, fix it later. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. The thing with the tailor-made system argument is that it's just as easy to uninstall stuff on Debian or do a minimal install in Arch. Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I guess I just like Arch. I don't know why, I just really like Arch. I mean, I do know why, but I'm not saying that other distributions can't have what Arch has. I'm just saying that Arch is the one I've chosen and it's the one that I like. You know, it doesn't mean that other distributions are worse. That's fine. If you like Ubuntu, if you like Fedora, if you like Debian, if you like whatever you like, just do it. Just own that distribution. You live your own life. I don't care what it is that you're using. All I know is that I like my stuff. I like VI, I like Arch, I like this system. And this is what I've had forever. It's what I like, you know? Art? No, I was saying Arch Linux. Because clearly I don't like art. I mean, I'm using Arch Linux. I don't even know what art is. The best art I have is ASCII animations. Here's ASCII Aquarium. Boom, look at that art. It's amazing. It's nice. Like when we did the Arch speedrun, the Arch install speedrun, it was so cool. Like that was the coolest thing I think we've ever done on this channel. And it's weird because I know it's lost on a lot of people. Like I don't know how to show people like how cool this is, but I just can't. I don't know. It's just like, why? Like, if I tell people we did an Arch install speedrun, they're like, why is that cool? It's like, I can't. Like, if you don't understand, you don't understand. I started looking at CTF games. What are CTF games, actually? Console terminal friendly games? I don't know. I like Arch much more than Debian. What do you think about Manjaro? I think Manjaro is fine. ASCII Aquarium isn't quite randomized. I think, like, actually, I don't know how ASCII Aquarium's made. Oh, I just ate a fish. That's nice. I like Manjaro. As far as easy to use distributions that give you, like, it's basically Arch with an easier install, right? So if you can do Arch and you like Arch, but you don't want to have to deal with the install, do Manjaro. But again, I like the install. It's nice. It takes 20 minutes. It's cool. Capture the flag games, hacking stuff. Oh, okay, cool. My opinion is Manjaro defeats the purpose of Arch. Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. But I also think that if you want a simple distribution, if I want to set up a simple distribution for someone, like if I want to set up a computer for someone, I will sometimes set it up with Manjaro because there's fewer issues. And quite frankly, it's with a system that I can help support because I understand Pacman. I understand how it works underneath. So if people have questions, I can answer them. But if they're using Ubuntu, sometimes there's weird things that I can't help with, you know? But with Manjaro, I can. And so that's the thing. Like sometimes if I'm setting up a computer for someone, I'll set it up such that it is running a Manjaro just because it's easy for them to use and it's easy for me to help them. I don't fully understand the packages and files when I install software, where they go. This depends on the software, right? Like some people, sometimes the software will go into /etc bin for the binary and / some sort of some library stuff behind it. I mean, we can talk about it. It's usually in the root file system if you do sudo make install or something like that. Occasionally, I try to purge some software, but they're fragmented. This is true. That's why you usually use the package manager to do the installs and uninstalls. Because, so here, let's just go back to the root of the directory, cd /, okay? If I do an ls here, I've got a bunch of, ooh, that is an annoying, let me change some things here. So let's change more palette, and we're gonna change this to Solaris Lite. No, we're gonna change it to something that actually makes sense here. So let's do more select palette, and let's do Tango. That's slightly better. Options, more, select palette. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm just kind of messing around with the palette now. More, set palette. I was using Solaris Dark, but that didn't seem to work very well. Let's just do Linux. There we go. Okay, this is easy enough to read. So here we have basically a bunch of directories where we put stuff in, you know? So if I go into ls, or if I cd into etc bin, this is a bunch of binaries. Wait, what? Is it not etc bin? No. Oh, maybe I have it wrong. Maybe it's just bin now. They might have changed things. It's been a while. Oh, it's user bin. That's what I was thinking. I'm sorry. I'm just being an idiot. User bin. Alice here. There's all my binaries. Woo, I can use ZZ Azorder. Don't know what it does, but I have that command available to me because that's where all my commands are. All my commands for my all my users are here, you know. And then if I cd back a directory, and I do that again. Oh, hello there. Alice here. Then we have all these other directories that all mean different things. You know what I mean? And so basically, you know, you've got user bin, you've got user lib, you've got, you know, etc, you've got all this kind of stuff. They all do different things. And basically these directories mean something. So when you do your installation on your local user, they're put into these very specific locations back here. And to do the uninstall, you'd have to remove them each individually, which is why a package manager is so nice because it does all this installation for you. So you can do the install and uninstall and all that kind of stuff. So it does automatically fragment the package, but it fragments it in a way that you know, if you know the underlying file system. And it's nice. I like it. What do we have here? Occasionally I try to purge some software, but they're fragmented. It might be in the root file system. Yeah, it usually is, unless you've installed it on your local user, in which case it's not. I still don't understand that either. It will take a lot of time for me to arrive at Windows level proficiency, but you do have to get used to it. I've already seen productivity improvements of Windows, and it's been like 4 days. This is on one screen too. I was working with 3 screens on Windows. Yeah, so I've got multiple desktops. Each of my desktops is named after a fundamental force of nature. So we have gravitational, electromagnetic, weak nuclear, strong nuclear, and I just work with the 4 desktops. It's nice. Star Sailor, just use Ubuntu for easier landing. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, I'm going to be honest, when I started with Linux, I started initially with Arch. Like I didn't even go to Ubuntu. It's not that I didn't like Ubuntu. It's just that when I was looking at distributions and stuff like that, the first thing that I looked at was DistroWatch, distrowatch.com. So let's go there, DistroWatch. Man, this site, I was on this site forever. Like, you know, when you're a kid and you're playing your first video game or something like that, and you're trying to decide what class you want to play, like Warrior, Mesmer. I played Guild Wars. So Warrior, Mesmer, Necromancer, Elementalist, and you're just trying to figure out what class works best, you know? And you're like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Should I be a tank? Should I be a mage? I don't know. When I went here, I just scrolled down and I looked down here and I looked at the top 10 distributions at the time. And number 7 at the time was Arch Linux, right? And here's Arch Linux. And you read Arch Linux, this is Arch Linux is an independently developed x86-64 optimized Linux distribution targeted at competent Linux users. I don't know what got me, but somehow I was just reading this. I looked at the Arch logo, and I just was immediately drawn to it. I was like, this is such a cool distribution. And then it said, you know, targeted at competent Linux users. No, I was not a competent Linux user. I was just a Linux user. I wasn't even a Linux user. I was a Windows user who didn't even understand how to burn an operating system to a disk so I could load it into, so I could boot up from it. Like, I knew nothing. I was an idiot. I had Windows Vista. I was such a bad guy. I just didn't know what I was doing. And then I saw this guy. I was like, man, it's so cool. And so I did the installation. You know, it took forever, like literally 48 hours without sleep, got the installation done. And then at the end, I was happy. I was happy that I had it was literally a full screen terminal. That was all it is. It was just a full screen terminal with just this thing blinking saying Archizo, it's saying Blitz, I think is what I called it at the time. It said Blitz login. That's what it said. It was just a full screen terminal, but I had Arch installed and I was so happy with this. I don't know why, I was just excited. It was just so cool. And to this day, I find just ASCII text so just attractive. I don't know, I would much rather see like full screen terminal than I would go out and visit like an ocean or something like that. Like, don't get me wrong, the ocean's nice, but I just like the look and feel of just coding, of being in these ASCII terminals that we have. Let's see. I use Bash in Windows. Windows is still cool, but the terminal is very basic. PowerShell is better, but way more complicated. I don't know. I disagree with PowerShell being better because pretty much everyone uses Unix for all of their stuff. You know, for example, high performance computing, 100% of supercomputers, roughly 100% of supercomputers uses Linux, and there's a reason for that. Tippy Canoe, what's up, man? Oh, Tippy Canoe, thank you so much for following, man. Really appreciate it. See ya, Nick Tyndall. Thanks so much for coming in. Oh Bother. Oh Bother is a wonderful streamer. I hope that you guys, if you guys haven't checked him out, definitely check him out. He's such a good guy. Mr. Anderson, X2, we're doing SSH. It runs locally. I'm missing a lot of chat because I just went on a rant about how much I like Arch and stuff like that. I probably shouldn't have done that. Every time I do that, I just talk too much about this. Windows only for games and movies. Let's see, Windows PowerShell. Yeah, it seems I just have to get used to it. Also used Bash in Windows before I knew it was SSH. I just Uh-oh, is something happening? I accidentally deleted default panel and couldn't change Wi-Fi. Oh, what? Wait, what? Oh, I thought you were JSPP for a second. I was really confused. I had Windows Vista give up reinstalling like 3x. Oh, I don't know. I think he meant PowerShell is better than the default Windows command line. Oh, could be. I also think it also taught me recently more about how Wi-Fi works and manually trying to reconnect. Let's see, got a good. You're a PhD student. It's fine. Wait, why? Wait, what's fine? I'm confused. First time I tried Linux, it was also Arch to get away from Vista. Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Let's see. I think I caught everything up. Guild Wars is pretty cool. It was my first MMORPG. Man, I put so much time into Guild Wars. I put literally 3,000 hours into Guild Wars. I mean, that game, I spent so long. Granted, I think 1,500 of those hours was me getting the Legendary Defender of Ascalon title, which is just dying time and time and time again in front of a shrine. So it wasn't really that much. I mean, it was a lot of game time, but it wasn't 3,000 hours of game time. It was more like, I think, 1,500 hours of game time, but still a lot of game time there. It's just half of it was AFK. Let's see, what do we do? Yeah, good. Okay, let's keep going. About your FFT plot video, have you tried writing the whole path to the file? I don't know if that's going to change anything. Yeah, I'm not sure either. I don't know what's going on there. We need to get back to it though. So let's see. Sorry, I'm kind of flipping between multiple screens here. So we should get back to it and we'll see how this goes. Okay, so we got to get this FFT plot video working. No, the thing is, let me go ahead and let me see something real quick. So I'm going to go to the raw here. And it says Gaussian elimination MP4. So I'm kind of running off of this guy here, which is the markdown file that we had for the Gaussian elimination video, which is working just fine. And I didn't have to put the full path there. So this is the thing that I'm not really sure about. I'm not sure what's going on. Bryce910, thank you so much for following, man. Really appreciate it. Browser tools. Check if it's failing to find out if it's failing to parse it. Full path is a bad idea. Yeah, we can't do a full path for the algorithm archive in the end, but we could try it to see if it works. I need to start my work. I need to get back to Calculus 1 from Algebra 1 before I start classes in March. Dude, good luck. It's gonna be hard, but you can do it. I bet you can. Let me try opening it up in a different browser. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab this guy here and paste it here. Huh. Works in a different browser, so why wouldn't it work in Firefox? I mean, I can say it works in another browser. Interesting. So why is it work in Chrome but not in Firefox then? I have no idea. No earthly idea. Does it work in, just try Firefox? Is Firefox up to date? It should be. I mean, it's pretty close to up to date. I updated like a week ago. Can I test? Yeah, let me go ahead and commit this to, let me commit this so you can pull it. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and delete this guy down here. Because it might just be something weird with my system. Yeah, I mean, I updated a week ago or so. I mean, it might have been a few weeks ago, but it's not that dusty. Git add Fourier transform.md, git add resources star, git status, git commit -m, adding test video for Fourier transform. What do we call it? Fourier transform chapter? Yeah, let's go with chapter. Git push. Git branch. Git push. Origin FFT updates. I update nearly every day on Arch. Do you actually? Yeah, so I'm a bit lazy with my updates because every once in a while you'll do an update and it will break like OBS or something like that I need for stream, and so I usually update like on weekends or something like that where I know I have enough time just to make sure that all the software is working afterwards. And even so, like there's always like weird stuff that goes on. Like there's, of course, like today there's video latency issues that I can't solve. There's just a bunch of stuff I can't solve. So JSPP, if you can, let me know if you cannot. It should be available on my own local branch here. So I can just go to Laos here, and let's go to repositories, and I should be able to go to, yep, this guy right here. Luckily, no one is starring this repository. So let's do, what am I going to do here? I should do FFT updates branch. Yep. And so this is where the latest code is. It should be there. And you should be able to build it and check it out if you want to try it. I'm not sure how that's going to go. Yeah, so we know then it seems to work in Chrome, but not in Firefox, which is weird to me. So what I'm going to try to do is, since we already have this committed, let's do a quick git checkout of master. And let me check the Gaussian elimination video. And let's see if there's something going on between the two videos. So let's do git, actually it should be rebuilding now with the Gaussian elimination video. Yep, sure is. Of course that video doesn't exist. Here's the Gaussian elimination video, localhost. I'm just going to go to localhost. There we are, Bogosort. And let's go down to Gaussian elimination. And let's see if this video is working. And yeah, this video is working just fine. So what is the difference between the two videos? Why does one video work and one video not? Again, we thought it was a codec issue, but they're both using H.264. What could it be? What is that link that doesn't work in Firefox? What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean? What is that link that doesn't work in Firefox? I'm confused. Is there like a specific link that I should know about? I'm not sure. Okay. So we've got this Gaussian elimination visualization working. And the question is, why is the Fourier transform visualization not working? That is a very good question. Thank you so much for asking it, my friends. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I need to get a little bit more water. So I'll be back in just like 2 minutes. I'm sorry about that. I will be right back. In the meantime, look at this fancy animation. All right, 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's see, what do we have here? I meant a video that doesn't work. Sorry. Yeah, so the video that doesn't work, that's in that link right there. So the one that doesn't work. You should be able to grab that that URL that I just posted a second ago. And that video doesn't work. Actually, the video, yes, that's the thing. But if we go to the same video with, well, let's just check this out. So let's go to the same video in Chrome and see if it does play. It just does a download. Okay. Now let me go ahead and grab this same guy for Gaussian elimination, which should be Gaussian elimination, and it should be geviz.mp4. 404 not found. Dang it. What did I do wrong? Gaussian elimination. Yeah, okay, I don't know what it is. So let's take a look at this then. So we want to do, where is this? Here? FFT updates. No, that's not what I want. I want, what am I looking for here? Contents, Gaussian elimination. And then we're going to go to resources and geviz.mp4. View raw. Yeah, that video doesn't work either. Header problem, I guess. Chrome downloads that in Chrome, auto-downloaded. Yeah, but the thing is that this video doesn't work either. I think if you open up this video, what error do you get? I feel like you should get the same error. I don't know how to open that up, the log or anything like that. So let me get a quick sip of water, because I just got more water, and then we can go from there. Crazy Watermelon FL, thank you so much for following, man. I missed that while I was out getting some water. And now I'm halfway done with the liter of water anyway. Man, like for people who don't drink water, I don't understand you. Like, come on, what are you doing with your life? Water is like the most amazing thing on earth. Like there are people who put like seltzer in their water. It's so weird. So that's a header problem with Chrome sees to ignore while Firefox takes it as an error. My question is, can you guys play this video? Because I don't think you can. Let me open this guy up in Chrome. Yeah, it does the same thing. It just does a download. Which it's supposed to do. It should do a download. I don't think you should be able to play it on this screen. I don't think that's allowed. Hey, Determinist, how are you, man? Thanks for coming in. Let's see. So this guy, I think we can. JSPP still has this one, so we can probably get rid of that guy and this guy and that guy. Just deleting some tabs. Let's see how to contribute. Yep. Okay. Gaussian Lid shows the same error, but works when it's embedded. Yep. That's my issue. So if it works when it's embedded, I mean, that's what we care about, right? When it's embedded, we don't really care so much about it before that stage. So, okay. The video loads if you hover over the link in Twitch. What? Let me see, what do we have here? Twitch.tv? Am I allowed to go to my chat? I don't know if I can. Let me see what happens. I might just post the link again and just take a look at Twitch chat. So I'm going to mute this guy. Yeah, pause it. I don't care. And let's just post that video again and see what happens. So we're just going to go up. Gaussian elimination visualization. Okay. And then let's see, what's the other guy? The other guy was this guy, ftplot.mp4. I don't see any thumbnail or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not seeing a thumbnail. Let's see, video loads if you hover over the, you hover over the link. Maybe it's a better Twitch TV feature. Yeah, it could be. Hey Utama, what's up? I feel like it's been forever since you've been on stream, man. Thanks for coming in. Let's go. Let's just delete this guy here. This is a better Twitch TV feature. Okay. So then there has to be some sort of encoding issue? There has to be an encoding issue, right? Because if there's not an encoding issue, then like why would this be an issue to begin with? It's been forever. Been lurking for the past week or so though. Oh, cool. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I feel like it's been like months or something like that, honestly. Better Twitch TV allows previews of images and videos like that. Yeah, okay. So I just don't have that installed. I could try installing Better Twitch TV, but honestly, I don't usually go to the website to watch it. Like I usually use like Livestreamer or something like that, and then just use IRSSI for the chat. It's weird, but sometimes I do that just because it's kind of nice. I don't like going on websites unless I have to. FFmpeg, both files, see if anything about the codec differs. Okay. So let's try that. I'm going to do, where are we? Fourier transform. So let's do, I assume I still have the ffprobe command, and let's take a look at resources. Okay. ls here. Oh, I see. Git checkout. Let me go back to directory. We're going to do cd Gaussian elimination, and we're going to cd into resolution resources. Sorry about that. We're going to do ffprobe, and let's do geviz.mp4. And let's output that to file. Dang it, I won't let it. Nope, it doesn't output to file. That's fine. Vid doesn't work for me. I converted it, then it works. Wait, you converted it to what? What did you convert it to? That's my question. Because if you converted it to MP4, yeah, well, it is an MP4. So, I mean, I can play it just fine, right? Codec issues. I hate codec issues. Because, like, it's always different for every different operating system. It is an MP4. It is definitely an MP4. But the thing is, the codec underneath is different than the, like, MP4 file, you know? It's okay. I'm okay. So git checkout. FFT update. Okay, now let's do cd Gaussian elimination. No, I want to CD into H.264. Yeah, 1 second. But it is an H.264 video, I think. Let me check again. So we're going to CD into Fourier transform, and then resources L is here. And now we're going to do mpv ft underscore plot dot mp4. Yeah, it's H.264. It is definitely H.264. I mean, let's do an FF probe, I guess, of FF ftplot mp4. Working HTML5 video player that, with full support, I'll send you the file. Nope, I'm not going to take that file. I'm going to make FFmpeg work. I will not take that file. I'm putting my foot down there. So let's go. I'm going to do, let's see, video is H.264, 15 FPS. Interesting. So let's go from there. Gaussian elimination is FFC is Y44. Oh, that could be it. Yep, I'm gonna delete that. Dude, don't, come on. Like, I'll get this working. Let's see. So it could be that. It could be that it's Y444, but I don't know what that means, YUV444P. So maybe that's the issue. That's probably the issue. So let's go back to the CD backup directory, CD into projects, and then we'll go into FF Simuleos, and then FFT. And let's take a look at history, grep, history grep. What am I looking for here? FFmpeg, and let's see, frame rate. So what I'm looking for is this guy here. But what I'll do is I will grab this guy, and then I'll also add in a separate like YUV, whatever it is, the appropriate 420p, I guess is what I'm looking for here. So let's see. What I'm going to do is YUV, I'm doing YUV FFmpeg, and we'll go from there. Okay. So let's go. That's what I'm looking for. Thanks. So let's see. So I should be able to just put that there, and then this should work. No file. Oh, I need CD into images. Now let's try that. Yes. Okay, so let's see if this guy works then. So let's do an MPV of the output file. So combined out.mp4. Yep, that is, I mean, okay, I guess. But you can clearly tell that there's some resolution errors, but it's fine. It's better than it was before. T-H ft combined out.mp4. It's 3.9 megabytes. Yeah, I mean yours is less because you put some compression on it, right? Like that's the issue. I don't want to use your video because it's compressing a compression. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I can make this smaller just by changing this to like 2 or something like that. And then it should be 2.2 megabytes, where the last one was, wait, actually, is that smaller? Yeah, the other one was 3.9. So I just changed this down so we don't use this at all. Then we do this. Then it should be, yeah, 760 kilobytes. But the quality is quite low. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my issue. Like, if we keep taking a video, yeah, the quality's, I mean, it's fine. It's okay. But it's just, yeah. Like that's the same issue that happened with the Gaussian elimination video, because I had to edit it and then edit it again and then edit it again. Like all these compressions made it so the video was just bad. Like that's the thing. Regardless, I think we have it working. Let's try this 420p guy and let's see how that goes. And then let's see, 2, 4, yes, and then we go from there. Wikipedia shows the difference between 420, 440, etc. Interesting. Let's see, 440, 3 bytes per pixel, 420, 6 bytes per pixel, 4 pixels. Oh, okay, interesting. So I was just using, well, let's see what happens. So let's see if this works. And if it doesn't work, then we'll use JSPP's video. So let's CD back a directory, and CD back one more directory, and CD back one more directory, and then CD into algorithm archive. And then we're going to go into What am I looking for here? Algorithm archive, contents, Fourier transform, and CD into res. And then we're going to do, let's see, history, grep cp. Nice. So we're going to run 544. And now we should be able to CD back a directory, and we should be able to rebuild this guy, Control C, and rebuild it, and that should work. You can make FFmpeg use specific. Yep, that's what we did. So we told 420, and I think that should work then. And I'm going to guess it works. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. We'll keep going from there. We'll just use JSPP's video. It doesn't matter so much. So let's see. This is the algorithm archive itself. Here's a local host. And we want to go to Fourier transforms in here. And yeah, that one works. Okay, so it was the... it works now. We got it working. It's good. So this is working just fine. Although, yeah, it's working fine. Cool. Got it working. So now we can probably lower the resolution a bit so that the file's just a bit smaller, which I think is probably what we want to do. So I'll go ahead and do that now, and then we should be good to go from there. So let's see. With CD into projects, Simuleos, FFT, CD into images, and now let's take a look at that last guy that we had here, and let's change this to 2M instead of 4M, which is going to half the file size. But it doesn't really change the quality too much, I don't think. I wish you could use H.265 on the web. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, does YouTube do H.265? I don't know so much about H.265 video. I just know it allows for 4K. You can in an MP4 file? Huh. So I don't know very much about this at all. I'm going to be honest. As far as video codecs are concerned, I mean, I use them a lot. I have like a basic understanding of them, but I don't... I need to learn more. So let's do the last MPV. You know what? This is too low quality. We're just going to stick with the... We're going to stick with the one that I have. I mean, I know it's a little bit higher. Actually, let me pop over here. Let's just take a look at the two of them side by side. So we're going to do MPV FT plot. 1 second. Underscore plot. Where are you? Oh. MPV resources. What? Else here. What? Git branch? What? Oh, I know what happened. ls cd res, and then let's do a quick ls here. Now let's do mpv of ft plot.mp4, and let's just compare the two of them and see, because honestly this is also not too high quality. Maybe it's okay, maybe there's not much of a difference here. So I'm gonna look at this frame in particular, and now let's do a combine out, and let's go back. Honestly, it really, I can't see so much of a difference. I know you guys probably can't tell any difference at all on stream. And I really can't see so much of a difference here either. So I think we're okay with dropping the file size a bit. Let's try dropping it a bit more. I mean, it doesn't matter so much. I don't like having so much data on Git, you know, a megabyte's quite large. Let's go here. VP9 compares pretty well to H.265 in my appearance. Don't know about browser support outside of Chrome. Yeah, I don't know much either. Like, again, I need to learn more. Let's take a look here. MPV combine out. Yeah, so this one's definitely too low quality right here. Yeah, definitely too low quality. So let's just try 2M again, and let's just play the two side by side. And then I'll see which one will look better, because if we can just... We make it the book super mobile and friendly with those large files. Do we? I don't understand how they have to load the file. So I mean, that's the thing. Like, that was why, again, I kind of preferred the GIF video, the GIF stuff before, because I thought it'd be easier to play on mobile, but I'm not sure. Did you make a video from this set of images? Yes, I did. Wait, I'm confused. What are we talking about now? For on mobile, it's quite heavy. So that's the thing. I don't know. Do they have to load the video? Like, that's the thing I don't understand. So I feel like the GIF is somehow, in my opinion, the GIF just feels like it's easier to load. Secondary data. Yeah, okay, I guess you're right. Well, let's take a look at what we have here. Shouldn't load unless they play it. Yeah, that's true. But I had it set to autoplay because I like autoplay. Let's see. I would use d3.js for the graph instead of a video. I mean... I don't know what D3.js is. I don't think we can embed that. Google data-driven documents. Ugh. I already don't like that. I'm not a big fan of interactive stuff, if you couldn't tell. I like autoplay. I prefer autoplay. Like, I like it when you're in the book and then the video starts playing. Like, it adds a level of interactivity to it. I very much prefer autoplay because it gives you a good intuitive understanding. Like, I don't know, I like it. I like autoplay a lot. Like if you're going down with Gaussian elimination. So that was something I didn't know with the video. I didn't realize that they're going to have to. So let me take a look at how big the Gaussian elimination file is. Yes, I don't think we're able to put this into, I mean, we might be able to put that into Gitbook, maybe. We could try. If it's sucking data instantly. Do you like autoplay? Yeah, I like auto, wait. D3 is Burr? Okay, I don't know what we're talking about here. I'd rather turn autoplay off. I find moving stuff distracting while trying to read text. I find it cool. Like, it's like, I mean, you can pause the video, obviously, if you want to. There's no big deal there. But I mean, like, any image is distracting when you're trying to read text, right? Like, as you're reading, you just ignore the image until it comes up in the text, then you read it in the text. So, I mean, I don't know. I very much prefer autoplay. Like, I just like the look and style. Yeah, but like, I don't understand. The video is not that distracting. Like, the text is, I don't understand. Like, all of a sudden, it's not like you're reading a book, then all of a sudden you're going to look at the video and you're like, oh my gosh, it's a video. Huh. Oh no. Was I reading text? It's like, that's not going to happen. Yeah, I like autoplay. It's nice. You don't even know what the video is about, but you see it because it starts on its own. Yeah, I think it should, because then, like, it's like, I don't know. I'm not distracted at all because it moves. Like, honestly, like, I mean, images are distracting, right? Because, like, if you go, like, let's just pick up any academic article, archive.org, and you go to, like, I don't know, computer science here. And then you go any video, any of these. Let's just click the first one, you know, and then you go, ooh, and 3, that's actually kind of interesting. Degree bound and Bolin expanding 3D. Anyway, I'm always interested in whatever, it doesn't matter. Point is, you scroll down. You scroll, and then all of a sudden there will be an image. I'm sure there will be, maybe wrong here. Okay, to be fair, maybe these aren't particularly interesting images. But like, again, you see the image, and the first thing you do as you're reading is like, let me take a look at the image, right? They block synthesis API autoplay. Like, I think these images are more distracting than a video. Because like, I mean, not this one in particular, but a lot of these images are, you know, like, I don't know, maybe something like this. Because like a video, you can't really, it's fine, it's a video, you don't really watch it. It's like, it's there, you know? But with an image, you always look at it, you study it, you try to figure out what it means, all this kind of stuff. You know, I just feel like, I mean, it's the same for any text. Like, you'll be reading and, I mean, the video is below the text anyway. Like, you'll be reading, the video isn't even introduced until the appropriate point. Like, it's at least better than academic articles where, like, the image, I mean, like, I understand it. If you guys are upset with autoplay, that's fine. I get it. It's just that I still very much prefer it. And I do understand that some people might not like it, and that's fine. But I very much prefer it. It makes the reading experience so much better, in my opinion. Because then you don't have to click the button. It's like you're looking, it's like, okay, I get that. And then you keep going, you know, like, you don't have to think about it. It's not an action that you have to take. It's like all of a sudden it's like, oh, I get what we're talking about now without having to think about it, you know? Just disable autoplay in the browser if you don't like it. I don't know. I mean, we can, okay. So let's see. You see, like, this is super distracting, right? As long as, yeah, it definitely doesn't have audio. There's no audio. I agree with you there. I mean, I don't understand why we'd put audio into it anyway, so. You see, like, these images are super distracting. Like, you're reading and then all of a sudden, oh, there's an image. It's like, oh, okay, what does this mean? And then you have to read the text and you go back up to the image. Like, that's super hard. But that's because this image isn't in line with the text, right? Like, it's kind of separated from the text itself, right? But in our case, the images are in line with the text. The videos are in line with the text. So as you're reading, you'll be like, oh, okay, read. Okay, here's the video. Then you keep reading. Like it's fine. But I understand if people are having problems with it, we can disable it. and that's fine. Barney, yes, okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so, yeah, so we can try to lower the resolution here a bit. So let's just play the two side by side. What do we have here? 2M. But let's drop it back down to 1M, because again, as you were saying, I do like either. What do you mean you do like either? Yes, here. And let's just play the two videos side by side and see if there's an issue here. So let's do MPV. Yep, I do use Arch Linux. I don't know if you're trolling or not. Yeah, of course I use the Arch Linux wiki. So let's do MPV combined out.mp4. And we'll just play the two of them side by side. Let's see if I can match them up. Nope. Loop 0. And we're also going to do a loop 0 here. Okay. What do we have here? Yeah, this one's clearly of higher quality on my screen. Why is this looping funny? Hello, come on, keep playing. Did I pause it? Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did accidentally pause it. Yeah, maybe it's okay. I mean, it doesn't really matter that much, honestly. I don't think people are really going to care that much. Like, I care more than they do about this. So let's just use the 1M version. I think that's probably fine. So we're going to CD. That's nothing to be proud of. I use Arch Linux Wiki. Good job. I mean, I like the Arch Linux Wiki. It's quite good. Kernel 4.0 is very stable for me. Oh, I haven't actually updated kernel 4.0 yet. So I guess it's been a long time since my last update. I thought it was just a week ago, but maybe it was a bit longer. I'm not sure. Okay, so we'll use the 1M video. I guess that's fine. So let's CD into projects, algorithm archive. Let's see, algorithm archive here. CD into. Wait, I've got a notification. 1 second. Where's that notification? Off topic. All right, so we're going to CD into contents, Fourier transform. Then we're going to CD into resolution, run the last history, rep CP. And I believe it should be, yep, 593. CD back a directory, and then we're going to pop over here, check it in the book, git book serve, and let's see what we got here. Try uname r to see kernel version. I'm kind of curious. I don't know what I have here. Uname-r 4.19.8. So it might have been an update or two since the last time. Again, I don't update super regularly. I know I should update more often. I just update when I can. Let's see. Gaussian elimination here. So this is not the right book. I'm looking for this guy. And let's see. F5. It should play here. Okay, nice. And again, I can disable autoplay if you guys aren't happy with it. That's fine. So I think that's okay. So I can disable that. So let's go into vi Fourier transform.md. How come you have a desktop GUI if you don't like interaction? What do you mean? What do Fourier transforms do? Wait, where's the video? Oh, there's the video. So I can disable autoplay. That's fine. Okay, so let's see. 1 second. Got some notifications over here. Okay, cool. Because sometimes you just need to. Yeah, I agree. Like, for the most part, if I have a command line interface, I will use the command line interface. But sometimes it's just, you don't have a command line interface, or you have to use a UI for something. And so, like, you know, that's how it goes. You sometimes just have to do it. Let's see, try uname r. So very sour. What is up? Let's see. Hey, Happy New Year. Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. If I haven't seen you guys since 2018, I hope you guys are having a wonderful 2019, and I hope that you guys are, you know, maybe enjoying a little bit of time off. I don't know if you had any time off or not, but we'll see how it goes. It downloads the video anyway. Yeah, I guess so. So in that case, then, yeah, okay. So if it downloads the video anyway, then let's see. Let me go ahead and check out the. I mean, you guys made your opinion very, very well understood. I mean, if you guys want it off, that's fine. Null210, thank you so much for following. Really appreciate it. Okay, so I think we'll leave it off for this one. I think that's fine. It doesn't really matter too much. Let's write that. Give it a second to build. Replace Firefox with a link to rid yourself of that UI dependency. Honestly, I wish I could. Wait, no. Wait, no. Let me see. I'm waiting. It does. Wait. Wait. I'm confused. Or it does? You said it does. You said it downloads the video anyway, right? Or does it not? Okay. So let's see. I think we've got this one visualization finally sort of working. Thanks. What do we have here? I'm gonna take a look at this thing that people just posted on Discord. I'm interested in it. So let me see what we have here. So here we go to our Discord channel. Of course, if you are not on Discord, here it is right here, Discord. And let me see, off topic here. And I'm looking for this guy. So Lix just put this on Discord. What is it? Is a brainfuck derivative, and thus the symbols can be directly mapped to brainfuck. What? Oh my word. It just has a readme now, so it isn't actually anything in there, but that's actually quite interesting. Oh, that's amazing. Here's the link if you guys are interested. If you have it set to automatically download that type of file, it does. Otherwise, it tries to play it in Firefox. Let's see. What do we have here? So it'll play on mouse hover, for example. I bet autoplay may be turned off programmatically with JavaScript. So play on mouse hover, for example. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's okay though. We'll I'm okay with having it not on autoplay and have people click it. It's fine. It doesn't really matter that much to me. I mean, again, as I said, I do prefer it, but it's fine. Like, we can just have the video in there, and that's okay. Okay, so I'm relatively happy with that. So let me go ahead and commit this video and the new stuff there. So git add, I think just git status, git commit, commit -m, adding new video, and removing autoplay. Okay, let's do git. Okay, now we're doing git push origin FFT updates in case people are interested, and that'll be that. Let's see what we have here. So it says, okay, thanks, that explains it. Browsers download it automatically. We could change setting of video streaming. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, honestly, guys, we got that one animation done. I realize this might be kind of a weird time to end stream, but we got to a good stopping point, and I've still got a bit of a headache, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out. We streamed for 2.5 hours, which is nice. Again, starting tomorrow, I'm just going to have to be streaming for 2 hours every day from 5 to 7 o'clock a.m. I'm going to try to do longer streams on weekends, but of course, because I'm also making video content, I don't know. It might just be 2 hours a day from now on, except for on like holidays and days off. As far as the time that we have left, today is the last day I have off, so I've got a lot of stuff I need to get done today so that we are, kind of ready to, I guess, get back to the 2 hour a day schedule and stuff like that. What do I need to say? I wanted to get the fractal chapter done, but honestly, we're going to just keep working on the Fourier transform stuff for a bit longer. We've got a few more animations to do. I've really got to get a better description of butterfly diagrams and a bunch of this kind of stuff to do. So I'm going to try this weekend, instead of putting up a video for fractals, put up a video for the contributor corner where we talk about all the stuff that we have here. YouTube would be an advantage to that. Chrome doesn't start downloading until you click play, but we'd have YouTube. That's pretty weird Firefox behavior. Again, we had YouTube before, and I was okay with YouTube and Google and stuff like that. I'm personally okay with that. And I think so what we had for Gaussian elimination before was this video down here. So you click down here, and then you have this video here, right? And so you click play, and it plays, and it's fine. But I do agree with you, and the reason I said no to this in the end was because like, it has all these play features and stuff like that, and it's kind of weird. Yeah, I'd really rather not Vimeo if I have the choice, just because I already have a YouTube channel. So like, if we're not doing YouTube, then I'd rather just have the video itself in the book, which is fine. I think it's okay. The thing is, this video is quite large, I think. I'm not really sure how large it is, but I've got a feeling it is very large. So let me see what we have here. So I'm going to Control C, because I didn't realize how it was played. So I'm going to Control C out of here, and let's do git checkout master. So now we're going to do cd backup directory into Gaussian elimination, and then resources, and let's do a quick du-h, and let's do ge. I've got a feeling it's huge. Yeah, 6.1 megabytes. It's not that big, I guess, but it is relatively large. So we need to keep that in mind as we go further. Anyway, so as far as the future is concerned, again, we'll keep working on the FFT stuff. There's a lot of FFT stuff to do. I'll try to get a contributor corner video out this weekend. We'll see how it goes. And that should be it for the day. So thank you guys so much for coming in. Have a great day, night, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it happens to be your time. And I will see you around next time for the next episode of Simuleos, which will be tomorrow, where we keep working on more FFT visualizations. Hopefully working on another one, because we've been working on this visualization for entirely too long. And then we'll get started on more stuff after that. So thanks guys so much for coming in. Thanks for the great stream. And let's see who we're going to host at the end here. So let's go to twitch.tv and let's see who we have. So it looks like we have Skylius. Let's see. I'm okay with hosting Skylius if you guys are okay with that. I think that's fine. Yeah, let's do Skylius. Unless you guys have a host Kraslin. I don't even know who Kraslin is, if I'm being honest. I know I have him on the side, but I just don't remember what he does. I'm Canadian. This is legal. Internet's #1 cryptocurrency. Other two. I mean, we could host him. I don't remember what he does. Yep, I don't remember this guy at all. I'm kind of more keen to do Skylius just because I know Skylius. Okay, so that's it. Thank you guys so much for coming in, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.